And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, episode number 229 with your pals Alan and Rapid Dave. I'm Alan.
I'm Rapid Dave.
How you doing, buddy?
Oh, just living the best life. My computer's not started. It's shut down. I didn't realize we didn't have the beer or the glasses. So I've had a couple running down and backs going. So yeah, just.
Oh, there was a gift card in there too.
I don't think there was a gift card in there. Maybe it's something else. What does it say?
$5.
Oh, there you go. And with that noise, I think our pals here walking in.
Chad Cuzzo. I need a surprise guest appearance to discuss playoffs at hand. There, Rad Brad's in the house. Your Rad Brad shows up when the playoffs are going on. I don't think we've seen him since last year when you and him made that bold prediction of we're just going to roll over the Rams.
Smoke that ass. I'm telling you.
It might even suck it out. What? I'm just saying. Melton's in the house. What's up? Hostile Dots in here. Yo. What's going on, fellas? My least favorite podcast. I'll tell you what. If we should have probably planned more accordingly with the Bengals and the Chiefs playing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we know Bengals fans,
right.
We know Chiefs fans.
Right.
Like, we should have had something going on, right? But
it's been a hectic week.
But we don't.
Yeah.
That's why we're your least favorite podcast, right?
I'm
like your favorite podcast would have definitely had all that planned out.
I didn't listen to our show once this week. I've listened to several other shows, but not our show once. It's because it's my least. I never got around to it.
Yeah.
So F that show. That show sucks anyway.
No, you said the Bills would beat the Bengals. How did that work out? I mean,
I did too. Didn't I say the Bills would beat the Bengals?
Let me
go to the book. I'm pretty sure I did because I was like, bang bang Niner gang.
We all had the Bengals with the +5.5. So suck it, Rad Brad.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, no, I'm so real. I mean, it's amazing, right? Another great week of football, everything like that. We'll get more into football when Boner gets here, our Dallas Cowboy fan. But yeah, no, just another beautiful week. We got Partake non-alcoholic beer we're going to go through right now.
We got pale IPA, and blonde. So there's two different IPAs going in this one.
Yeah, what's going on, man? How are you?
I meant the week Hamlin got hurt, so I didn't comment on that game. Well, you didn't win. You didn't lose.
Blonde's first.
You guys nearly killed the man is what you did.
No, we didn't do anything. He did that. Remember what you said? You sent me a text. Hey, look at this guy. Oh, God. Come sit down. We got Boner in the house. But yeah, no. And let me get you there's your glass right there. We're starting off with the blondes.
Whiskey knew a blonde once. She charged by the inch.
Boner loves blondes. He really does.
That's
big fan of them.
Huh.
There we go. So Partake Brewing Blonde. This can is beat to hell. It says 0.3 ABV.
Okay.
Because when I looked, I go 3%. I go, man, we're gonna get messed up. Something that jumped off the shelf for this beer. One, it came in a 12-pack, obviously, but it was a variety pack, and it had 4 beers, times 3 on that, and 2 carbs. I was like, 2 carbs. You guys like, I'm in on that. You know what I mean? Low calories, low carbs, all that kind of shit.
Right.
So. All right, let's see how it is. You got a glass if you want to drink out of a glass. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. So I obviously don't know much about beer, so I'm terrible at having a beer show, but non-alcoholic, but still got 0.3. So what qualifies as non-alcoholic?
0.5 or less.
Okay. Yeah, 0.5 or less. Yeah. And now you have some that are 0.0s.
Yeah.
And so that's a beer that we've been having a lot of lately is 0.0 beer. All right.
Yeah, you got to give it the hard pour.
Hey,
so it's definitely got a nice look to it for sure.
Nice clean look. Let me smack that down and get those bubbles out of the way. All right, let's see what we got here.
That's not bad.
So what's going on? You went to a brewery lately? Or do you want to talk about that later? What are we talking about now? I don't even know what's going on. Now I'm all out throwing out.
I don't know.
Because now I got Boner here. Now I'm all.
We were sitting here talking. I mean, these guys are in here talking about gangbangs and let's see here. Whiskey said he knew a blonde who charged by the inch, and Rad Bread said so $2, and Whiskey said on a good day.
On a good day. I'm all tip, baby. I'm all tip. This actually tastes pretty good. Wow. Did you take a pull off this thing yet?
I did. It's not bad. It's got that blonde taste. Whoa.
It's got a nice clear.
Turn that down.
Great. It smells good. Good pour. Good head on it.
I think I get a pretty good deal.
Speaking of which, we're talking about prostitution tonight. Coming up next.
Oh yes, definitely going to talk about
Built like a tuna can.
Huge prostitution ring busted up here in Frisco and South Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not enough to have a conversation.
Yeah, no, you got to see the
pictures to find guys that are like, oh, they called me. Frisco, I don't know all those guys.
Oh God, that's one thing I didn't want to. I didn't want to see people that I knew at one point. Like, oh God,
they're like, oh man, I was supposed to go out with those guys that night. Whew, dodged a bullet.
No way. Like with so.
I mean, we can get into it right now.
I don't know. You
We're
want to
already
talk
into it.
prostitution?
So many options out there where you don't have to talk to or deal with like personal like people. Like, why would you go out and put yourself in a position to get caught? Like, porn's free.
They want to experience it with somebody else. They want to have sex. You know what I mean?
What?
There's enough toys out there that could simulate something similar. Go get you one of them, them dolls.
Go get a doll. then you're a guy that's got a doll in your house.
Yeah, but they don't put you on a list for having a doll in your house. You get a newspaper.
Oh God.
No,
My whole thing is this. It's like, this wasn't a weird sting like what is that? Michael Hansen or not Michael Hansen?
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen. Michael Hansen's a stand-up guy. This wasn't like a Chris Hansen, like what was that show called? Back when he'd like come out of like the bedroom
To Catch a Predator.
To Catch a Predator, right? This wasn't like that.
No, but this all. So that's the thing. Like the crackdown on the prostitution is the human trafficking and the sex trafficking.
Yeah.
So this is to nip that in the butt. But
right.
Here's how you.
But there's some women out there that do this as a profession.
Right. Here's how you kind of get rid of that.
Well,
why is prostitution still illegal?
Like, I don't get it.
Like if you have it in a nice, fine, upstanding, establishment, and maybe downtown South Lake. I mean, these guys were out in South Lake anyways. So,
I mean, there's more legal ways to do it. I guess Match.com.
I mean, you're doing is that's what I'm saying. You're just paying them to have sex. All you're doing is cutting out the dinner, right?
There are an estimated 42 million prostitutes around the world.
Yeah, there's got to be way more than that.
It seems like those are all ones on the book
low.
collected health care.
That's low.
You know what I mean? Yeah, those are the ones that got like benefits and stuff like that.
Brad sounds like I need to go to South Lake.
I'm just
that's where they got caught.
Yeah, that's
so,
where you get busted. I just don't get it because prostitution is like the oldest profession, is it not? Like
you just
at the very beginning of the time, that's they're like, oh, I can exchange some goods for services. Come on in.
Right.
I don't think that's it.
I think that's it. I think that's right.
I think that's right.
But
that's I don't think. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. But I don't get it why it's illegal here. I don't know what we're trying to prove or what the hell. You know what I mean? Like wait, hold on. It's legal here in the U.S. It's legal in certain counties. It's legal in Nevada.
In Reno,
it's legal, and in the Bunny Ranch that's outside of Vegas.
That's in Reno, right?
Well, Reno's north of the
no,
state.
That's where the Bunny Ranch is. Though.
That's where the Bunny Ranch is because there's another one that's I thought that was in the south part of the Nevada.
Hojo's in the house. What's up, Hojo?
It's legal in Grapevine, just not South Lake. God.
Wait, we're supposed to get services when we're married? No, that's when you stop getting services.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, so it's already legal in some areas, but it's like, around here, it's like, okay, no, you got busted. But yeah, no, I don't know if it was associated with human trafficking or the underage shit.
Well, it's like a 2-day sting where you're busting 48 people.
Yeah.
This is like a To Catch the Predator type thing.
You think so?
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying, those guys didn't go there.
Yeah, you would think that the article would have mentioned something about underage.
Yeah, yeah,
right. Which they're not always. Sex trafficking is not always underage, right?
Right.
They get these girls, whether they're underage, overage, whatever age they are.
Yeah, they
pop them full of drugs and things like that, so they don't know what they're doing. Right. And you're forced in these situations. But
you got what is it called? I don't know, a veteran, right? So you got a veteran that's been doing this for 10 years, and this is just what she does. She
knows what she's good at.
What's the big deal? What's the big deal? She's independent. You know what I mean? Not someone's.
Here's the thing: like the only difference between that and like porn is one's getting filmed,
right?
Getting sold, right? Like
that's how you get out of it. Then I guess you bring a camera with you, or just pop your.
That's I swear to God, I was in like a cartoon or like that was somewhere. No, I'm filming. This is art at this point. Where this is art.
We're coming from a show. I don't know what you. I was paying her for her services.
And calling in on the show to weigh on this topic from jail cell in Romania. Welcome, Andrew Tate.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, we're not like that. Like,
no.
I mean, this is if there are plenty of females out there who choose to do that, right? And this is what we're talking about. Is it's their choice to do it. They want to do it. It's not just females though. It's male too, right?
Yeah.
There's male prostitutes.
Yeah. Made a whole movie about it, right? I think then the chicks love it, right? They love, I can't think of it. No, it wasn't Deuce Bigelow. What the hell is that? What the hell is that one?
They said they don't hear his mic.
Oh, I do have it muted.
There we go.
Oh, that's all right. Y'all weren't missing much. I'm terrible at this.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, old school 2.0. 1.0 when I caught that.
It was
2.0
echoing.
caught it.
Because it was just me and him in here earlier. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, we got you. We got you set up. Now you're good. You're good for the long haul.
Now
you're talking about
everybody.
You talking about the gigolo with the
Deuce
dude
Bigelow?
from Deuce Bigelow, the male gigolo, and the European gigolo.
Yeah. Lizzie would tell me. I don't know. I can't.
It's the gigolo, and it's got John Berth and all. And are you talking about the Showtime show?
No,
I thought that James Franco.
Or are you talking about Richard Gere?
It's some movie. That one's got a prostitute in it too. Hold on.
But that's not a male prostitute.
What the hell is that
Which
one?
Richard Gere? Well, there's Pretty Woman, and then there was the gigolo. It was Richard Gere.
Oh, that's
American gigolo.
I didn't see that.
That redheaded woman that
Julia Roberts
that crushes Ben Stiller's heart in Along Came Polly. She's in it. I can't think of the damn name of the movie. Lizzie's like probably yelling in the other room. I don't know. But anyways,
we would hear her if she's yelling.
Let's see. Male hooker movies. Midnight Cowboy.
My favorite part on Deuce Bigelow is where he ends up getting with a female prostitute, and then they're both arguing over money, and she wants her whatever $100, and he wants his $2.
No, you're gonna pay me my $2. Hold on, I gotta go to it now. Now I gotta know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Deuce Bigelow is one of them. It's like,
well, yeah, we didn't have sex with any of them.
He didn't. Oh, he's just there for time, right? Hanging out.
Yeah.
He just wanted to hang out.
Just
with
a companion.
Yeah, there you go.
Just a male companion. That's it.
God.
That's not illegal, right?
That's another thing. Like, yeah, if you get caught, because they would have had to have, like, put down all their little darkest desires and fantasies, I guess, on that chat.
The Wedding Date. That's the name of that stupid movie.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. That's why I
never heard of her. She sounds hideous.
That's like, I can't think of the guy's name, the chick's name. I don't know any of these freaking people. I can't name anybody. Like, yeah, Lizzie's in there. Hey, Lizzie. The Wedding Date. Where were you?
Wedding Day.
It sounds like a Matthew McConaughey movie.
It's the other.
Or Mark Ruffalo.
It's close. He kind of looks like him. I can't think of his name. Now I clicked away. Oh,
they caught nothing but green lights all the way in. Talk about green
now I gotta
lights.
freaking get it. Let's see what's going on. Deborah Messing. She do anything for you?
No, not really.
No.
Yeah.
Amy Adams.
Okay.
I can't think of it. I don't see that.
As he said, Loverboy is another one.
Loverboy is actually
that's
funny.
an 80s. Is that an 80s movie?
That's old. That's old.
I thought that was a band.
Loverboy was freaking hilarious.
Back when I was watching like everything 80s, anything that come up, Loverboy, Tomboy,
He's all boys.
Well, boys, there's girls in it, right? Anything that people would get naked. That's pretty much what I was watching.
Anything.
Yeah.
He walks in a Blockbuster. Which is your most nude movie you got on the shelf? That won't draw any red flags.
You could go into Blockbuster, you'll run it over the back, and it'll be like rated R, and then it'll tell you like blah 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 nudity, and you're like, yeah, that's a good one.
That's good.
We'll take that one.
Where's that one where Katie Holmes shows her breasts? Can I rent that one?
The Faculty.
Is that in The Faculty?
I think so.
No, The Gift.
The Gift.
The Gift.
Ah, dang
The
it.
Faculty was the one with Usher, where they're
He showed his breast?
No, I don't think so.
Usher's in The Faculty?
Yeah, I think so.
Idea.
I think so too.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where all the teachers are aliens.
Yeah, they all get turned into it or whatever.
Yeah.
Ursher.
Yeah. Ursher Raymond.
I think this was pre-herpes, before he got the herp.
He's got herpes?
Oh yeah, and he passed it around. Like he got in trouble for that.
Usher?
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, he got sued and crap for that.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Didn't give him the heads up?
Yeah, he didn't say, by the way.
That's why he was such a good dancer. Just always kind of
God.
moving around a little bit.
Jesus, no thanks. But yeah, so prostitute. That whole thing out, and I'd have to look into it more because I don't understand why it's not legal. Like I'm not saying everywhere. You're not gonna have it in like these real certain towns, right? Like Christian towns or religious towns.
In Footloose where you can't dance.
Yeah, where
you're
you
not
can't
gonna have
dance.
prostitution.
You're not gonna have prostitutes there. You can't even friggin' dance.
You just got to be able to tax it. I guess that's the issue, right?
They'll tax the shit out of it. I mean, hell, you know what I mean? It's like with anything else, they're gonna tax the hell out of it.
I mean, it's a high income job. You know, they're not. They're not getting $2 a pop like Deuce Bigelow is, right? You know,
or whoever whiskey goes and sees, you know, that tuna can.
yeah,
he's
well,
got
paying
there.
by the inch, so you know, gets the good deal.
I mean, that'd be a hell of a system. All right, get it out.
The problem is, like every time he walks in, he pulls an ice pack out of his pants. He's like, "We're -2 today, baby.
It's
You're
all-
paying me."
It's all the way up there. Watch this.
This beer has like a weak salsa taste to it. Like if you go into
Salsa.
yeah, you go into some Mexican food restaurant and like
Stillwater,
Stillwater,
kind of like a little bit of a watered down taste.
maybe it's like Stillwater, Oklahoma, and then you get something and it's like I don't think
Stillwater
exactly because it tastes like this. But you're like, yeah, is there pineapple in that? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan.
No, that's water.
We've been going through this
This is
all
awful.
month. We're 25 days
25 days in.
in. A dry January.
It's the most depressing 25 days of my life.
Why wouldn't it be in Christian towns? It's in the Bible 900 times. Just remember the loopholes. It's not premarital sex if you never get married. No, I got it. But like now, it's funny.
I
is
don't
people,
think that's one of the loopholes.
people
like,
pick and choose like what they want to take out of the Bible and then, express. It kind of.
oh yeah,
They definitely, I'm not getting
Not
into
get
this
into
shit.
Bible.
I'm not getting into this shit.
I can
Just
get
which-
the Bible
which is
out
your
of
favorite
context
loophole to
all day
stick it
long.
in?
What do you want?
Yeah.
You tell me what you want to do. I'll show you in the Bible where it's legal. Okay.
I'm not doing it.
Hey, only one of us here has studied the Bible.
I've read it.
That was me.
You know.
Yeah.
I glossed it. I was power reading. So I was like,
Apostle said,
I
if you
never
do
read
it doggy style, you can't be sent to hell. All dogs go to heaven.
God. It's science.
It's just science right there. And they can't get pregnant that well.
they can't
I mean,
get
they can, but
Oh my God.
you gotta, circumvent that.
Yeah, I mean, just you know what to do. I mean, come on.
Some people don't.
That's how you end up in hell. Now we're back on the whatever
Oh.
talk.
Oh, geez. Oh, man.
See, this actually is quite good compared to what we've had.
I'm slamming it.
And
like it's
I
it's
think
going down. I'm
So there's 4 different beers in here,
see.
and then I noticed that it didn't have a couple other that I already picked up singles for.
Okay.
And then I've had singles, and then I saw this. I go, let me put some back, and then I still have like 2 more beers of
From Partake. Okay.
and it's like one's a Goes, and I think the other one I can't think of that one. We'll see. We'll keep it. I don't know how long the show's going for tonight. You know what I mean?
I'm almost done. I'm out of topics. I had prostitution. That was it.
Prostitution.
I'm tapped out after
Big
prostitution.
bold letters and a big like 45 circles around
My
it.
run sheet just says whores.
It's gonna be a great night.
That's it.
It
Got
just
whores.
says whore talk.
Whores.
Horse.
Snowman's in the house.
Speaking
what is
of
going
whores,
on?
what is that show
Speaking
that
of
Lizzie's watching?
I know. I think Bachelor or something like
that what it's
that.
called?
I think there's a bunch of women and like one dude.
Right?
So
And then they're all like
it's
crying.
either that
and
or
shit.
it's a gangbang. It's one of the two.
It's like, I swear to God, I've seen this before. Not on this channel, but I've seen something like it. And I'm like, look at this guy just mowing through that ass. Yeah, I don't get
somehow that's legal, right?
Right.
Because you're filming it.
right.
It's
Yeah.
that's the key.
And certainly
You
you're going
just
to
gotta
find your
film it.
life partner by sleeping with 30 women in one house.
And they're all crying like, oh, what? I hope I get a rose. Like, I thought you didn't want a guy that's not dating.
You don't want
30
a
other
player, right?
Yeah,
Like,
right. Like I'm looking for a long-term thing. So you're on a show,
for
you're on a
commitment.
TV show where
looking for someone who's faithful.
God.
No, I'm just looking to be the next Bachelorette.
I
That's
think
all
what
that
you're
is.
looking for is
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
VV.
ideally
They're
they
looking for
either
VV.
get picked and then you immediately break up and then you get a show later, or you were in the running and everybody loved you but he didn't pick you and so you get a show later.
so you get a show. Yeah.
God.
And so then you got to go and date 30 dudes. Like, why would anybody want to do that? Like, I would hate to be on that show and have to pick like 30. I'm too tired.
Just
I ain't
Sounds
got time
exhausting.
for
just,
yeah.
just dealing with one.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
all the drama that comes with each one of them, and they're
they're just like,
like pretending to care about what they all have to say.
I don't care.
which one's in the corner, nice and quiet? That's the one I want.
Hey, what's your story? I like your style.
Let's go be quiet together.
God.
Yeah,
They
who
had
could,
one-
who
they
could I
had-
sit at a restaurant with and not have to talk? That's what I want.
That's-
just kind of look at him every so often, give him a little wink,
Yeah.
How's that margarita? I caught Snowman show earlier this morning too. I was
Right.
watching him and I shared this link out. I go, hey, y'all go out and check out this. It's my morning routine now. I
Right.
put that shit on and I just sit there and listen. And boy, he doesn't like LeBron like at all. It's actually quite entertaining too. What's he called? Braun sexuals. He's like Braun sexuals. You he goes, you MFers. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
God damn. I'm like, Got me a little. I was like, oh, after I share it, now we're doing that, huh? I was like,
Ah,
oh, shit.
yeah.
All right, so slam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm ready. What are we having next?
Boner, you just take your time. And if you don't want it, you can pour it.
Oh, I'll finish it, but yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
All right, we're shaking these up pretty good first. There we go.
We're having hazy IPA. Okay, so one of them's hazy and one's a regular IPA. So we're having hazy IPA. Yes, Bron's sexual confessions.
That's can.
Is this
And
grape?
that-
It's not great.
And that-
It's grapefruit.
Grapefruit? Grape soda?
we got that cat in here. Cletus is in the house.
What's up, Cletus? You know, I was. He's got a party he's
I
putting
know.
together, and I was like, "Oh man, I want to go." And I was like, "Ah, sheboygan,
We're going out of town, right?
Yeah,
That's
so
the
I'd love to go there and hang out with the cat all night. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Go ahead for what were you saying?
Oh, I just would drink this more if it was actually had some grape in it.
Like if it was like grape Kool-Aid,
Oh, yeah.
This one's less than.
Yeah, can we do a
0.5.
Kool-Aid testing later?
we sure can.
See, tasting notes: Partake hazy IPA is bursting with flavor and low on bitterness, generously dry hopped with notes of ripe apricot. I don't know why I said that weird. Sweet mango and juicy berries. My mouth's watering just talking about it. Let's see. This hazy IPA is juicy, smooth, and fit for.
Smells
Every
pretty
day.
good. Smells pretty good.
I got lost.
If it want an IPA, I drink it.
Oh, if it weren't.
Stupid
No, he
cat.
said if it wants. Cats are dumb.
I know people who type that way. Yeah. So you have to be able to.
I think the problem
read
is he
through
doesn't
it.
have the opposable thumbs to kind of
Yeah.
help out, you know.
I told you he can't flush the toilet. Fucker, you don't have thumbs.
Little jinxie cat.
Jeez, new little tricks. All right, let's see what we got here. All right,
But yeah,
Perfect Head.
we're also still drinking the
Murky.
non-alcoholics there. Oh, Cletus.
Hey, it smells like an IPA.
it smells pretty good. It
Yeah.
tastes pretty good. Like
Where the hell have these things been the whole month?
I don't have thumbs, asshole. That's what I said.
We're sticking up for you.
Ah,
I don't have thumbs.
just saying.
God, dog. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, weird.
I mean, if you want to let that stop you, you know,
You want me to dump that cup for you and
Well,
rinse it
there's-
for you?
or just chug it.
No, you don't have to rinse it.
You sure? Okay.
I'll finish it.
I'm sitting
Whatever.
Listen, I'll fit
Just
one
do
in.
whatever you-
I got to suffer
Whatever.
through it, right? I chose to be here.
You could have waited like 1 week, and
You
would
got
have
here
real
pretty
beer.
quick too. No traffic out there today.
It's only 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. All right.
Okay, so we got that going for. Where do you want to go? Like I have lots of topics.
Let's just grab something.
So we've already talked about
That's
prostitution.
what I always tell.
Um,
Just grab something. get down there and get to grabbing.
I guess the
Start
next.
cycling back through old stuff.
Let me see
What did we
here.
ever not talk about? There was some story in the Little Elm Gazette 7 months ago or something. You're like, hey, let's talk about this one.
Prostitution.
Well, that's legal out there.
In Little Elm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just don't go showboating and telling everybody about it.
Yeah.
We just recorded all.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's some
Always-
little sports bar out there. You just
Always
go-
bring a buddy with a camera.
Every time I've seen that, they're like high five and shit. What are you doing? It's like,
This guy talking about suffering must be a Cowboys fan. Well,
oh boy,
so
I mean, you get
how- how-
27
how-
years of getting over it. And it's not. who
this is
cares?
neither does Derek
How,
Golf.
how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Doesn't care.
So yeah,
Uh,
and I mean, I'm a Cowboys fan because
Okay.
that's the team I want to watch win.
Okay.
But I'm not set up for any type of success or anything. So it's like here, and part of it's my age now. I don't care about any of them. I'm like, hey, I'm just on for the ride, and then whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
But it would have been cool for them to win. I didn't expect them to, so I just kind of watch it, and then I'm like, okay, that's about right.
So that happened. Okay.
You don't
Yeah.
you don't tear your 32-inch TV off the wall and go throw it
Not any-
outside.
well,
throw it in the
that's- yeah, that
driveway and
guy's
back over it with your truck.
Stupid. And then you're gonna knee it, and you do it on the wrong end of the TV instead of doing it long way, like idiot.
Or the other guy who ripped it off the wall, threw it down, and shot it with his gun. Yeah,
No,
it's-
I've thrown stuff before, like for Oklahoma, but I mean that was 20
But
years
who would do
ago,
it
and I
over
stopped
the
doing
Cowboys?
it.
That's just
Well, no,
stupid.
people will, but
Right.
yeah, I'm just not at that point anymore.
Going bonkers
I
out
just
there.
yeah, I'm not there anymore. So in my life, all I ever wanted was, for the Mavericks to win a championship. They did it when I was young. The Cowboys won 3, so I was like, oh, this is cool. The Rangers finally made it to a World Series. I didn't think it ever going to happen. So that
Made it to
happened.
2.
They made it to back to back. And so I was
One strike
excited
away
just about
each
that.
time,
yeah.
yeah.
So that part sucked, the one strike away thing. But
Twice.
Oklahoma wins
Just strike,
championships, even though we haven't won them in a while. But all of my teams have won at some point. I know you're not going to win every year, so it's just easier for me to. It's not like I'm, sitting there waiting for somebody who's never won anything to finally show up.
Yeah.
Destroying the TV was funny 10 years ago. It's old hat now. Yeah, it's just dumb now.
He says it, but I think the Lions fan has turned into the Cowboy fan, right? It's
Nah.
every beginning of preseason, they're like, oh, with him, this is our year. We're going to win. We're going to win. And then I
said we were going to have a good year this year, and we had a pretty damn good year.
You said you were going to win the Super Bowl or whatever.
I told you earlier, had we made it in the playoffs this year, we would have won this whole thing.
I don't think so.
You finally got the right coach.
We got a hell of a coach
on the right trajectory.
Yep.
Yeah. But not winning.
Them in Jacksonville.
Getting to Super Bowl, yes. Getting to the playoffs, yes. Not going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, we're winning the whole thing next year.
You won't even get to the NFC Championship game.
Oh, okay.
There's no way.
Okay. Bengals aren't getting to the NFC Championship game either.
That's pretty accurate.
I know.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Why not? Why not?
They're going to beat whoever wins that game, though. Yeah. Everyone's going to break all the receiving records. I mean, yeah, with extra games in the season. Yeah. Most likely, right? You got
who's that?
Amon St. Brown. He's going to break receiving records. Like, oh yeah, I mean, he's got an extra game now, and
I mean,
whatnot.
until they start adding people that they can also throw to.
Yeah,
like he's not going to get 180 targets every season.
I mean, someone's got to get him right. You got your number one guy who's your main target.
Yeah, but that doesn't they're going to add somebody and they'll take away a little bit.
Yeah,
okay,
most likely.
But still good player.
Same thing like Swift, right? And everybody was like
high
player on Swift, but then Jamal Williams
the injury,
the touchdown vulture
for some damn reason. The Lions can't get in the end zone. They're the Julio Jones. They fall down the one, and then what do? Hey, give it to Jamal Williams. He ain't doing nothing. Get in there, Jamal.
Well, I mean, you got to think. They got to be happy with Jamal Williams because you've gone through. I don't know. Ever since Barry Sanders left, you can't find a running back.
Yeah.
Right. Or you get them and you have high hopes, and then they always get hurt.
Injury stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Always hurt. So you finally get there's this third string guy that just shows up and gets 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns.
Yards, 17.
Yeah.
17 touchdowns.
So that worked out well.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's a free agent this year.
He's no Zeke. It's not like he gets 2 yards a carry.
We can't all be Zeke, right?
You need
line up at center. I'm not doing that.
You need 1 yard, give it to Zeke, I'll give you 2. You need 4 yards, give it to Zeke, I'll give you 2.
I don't understand what did Doc call it? The ultimate touchdown. I got the ultimate touchdown play.
Call a touchdown play.
If I was Zeke and they were like, all right, we're running the ultimate touchdown, get out there. Go, I'm not going out there. It's like, nah, man. I ain't doing that shit.
I got it. You could see how it's supposed to be set up. The problem is you got all those guys to the left who are all your receivers, but there's a couple linemen in there that's supposed to go out and lead.
They're
block.
On both sides.
Yeah, but the other side didn't move because they're on the line of scrimmage. So those are your ineligibles.
Yeah.
Right. So your left side moves, but the lineman that's supposed to be blocking for Turpin, who first time we ever put him out on offense all year, he's just kind of trotting out there and the guy gets blown up. I'm like, yeah, that's fucking fake.
Him and Zeke both get blown up.
Yeah.
Trot so hard.
I was like, geez.
But you weren't surprised. Were you surprised that Dallas was in the game the whole time?
No,
they were in the whole time.
No, I expect them to be close, and I thought, and I think I put it on the little chat that we were on. As soon as Pollard went out, I was like, it's over.
Yeah.
Because that's the guy that you need in order to keep that offense moving.
Right.
Yeah. Cletus, Javid Best. It's got to shoot him while wondering. Yeah, no, that got injuries, concussions. Got him out early.
I don't know who that is.
He was a freaking awesome running back that we drafted.
Guy from Cal.
Yeah. Concussions got him.
Concussions. Oh boy. Yeah. So this season, are you overall okay with how it went for the Cowboys?
No, I mean you still want to win. So they've got a good defense that all of a sudden, didn't get sacks later. But I thought the defense played really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think when it's,
that's how many games. Games y'all win off the defense? I mean, a ton, right?
A lot early.
Yeah.
But then it's like 6-3. You got the ball. I think Pollard just broke his leg. It's 2nd and 2. You go in and you score. Then it can be 13-3 going into half. Instead, you force a ball to double covered Lamb that gets picked off, which is so ridiculous. And
I mean, Prescott could have thrown 2 more. He could have thrown 2 pick sixes in that game. I mean, it could have.
Oh, they were drops.
It hit him right in the. I think they were so shocked that it hit him right in the numbers,
which I don't know why. I guess they didn't watch any tape of this year.
But
the guy missed 5 games this year and led the league in interceptions.
Yeah. So he made plenty of bad throws, but Purdy hit some guys in the chest too that we couldn't catch, and so whatever. But it's the ones that actually did get intercepted are the ones I have a problem with.
Right.
The Michael Gallup thing where he just like stops playing and the receiver like, oh, I know where the ball's supposed to go, and the corner goes and gets it.
Yeah.
But the Lamb one's the one that really bothered me because you should be running clock. We don't need to be giving them the ball back, and we could have went up with either a 9-3 lead or a 13-3 lead. Well, assuming your kicker makes an extra point.
I was going to ask you, how excited were you when Maher just kept missing field goals?
Oh, I was excited. We got the record.
Yeah.
We're in the record books.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was amazing.
Another Cowboy in the record books.
Like, oh god, trying to throw his helmet. Unfortunately, that was intercepted too. He played terrible. I think the weird thing about Dak is he's really good against bad teams. I've said it his entire career, right? A bad defense, he can drop bombs on.
There's no better cure for bad play than a bad defense.
I'm telling you.
Like,
and when he beat Tampa had no interest in being in that game. They didn't care.
Tampa was
even in that game,
team.
the beginning of that game, he was awful.
Yeah.
And then once they finally broke through, then all of a sudden, like, all the pressure's off and he was better.
Yeah.
But
I think that's what it was, right? Like, he was like, well, now I don't have to do anything great because of the fact that, they're not doing anything.
Tom's just going out here and throwing the ball into the ground. Why do I even got?
Yeah.
All I got to do is just throw it in the air, and I'm doing better.
He's pissed off on every play, so he just goes, throws it right in the dirt or whatever. It's like,
that was the bigger surprise that Tom Brady couldn't find a receiver.
Yeah.
Not even close.
I watched that. That's by far the worst game he's ever played.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just every throw was off. And you could tell by he didn't want to be there. He had zero interest in being there. He's sitting there trying to talk to the offensive lineman. They're just sitting there like watching the Jumbotron and stuff. They know Tom's cashed out. He was half-assed this year.
That's what he's doing, just getting there cussing up a storm. The ball's over and fucking inflated.
Let's do it, ball. What's this supposed PSI in this same thing?
What's going on, enemy? How you doing? But yeah, it's one of those things. And like today I was listening to Mike Florio and Chris Sims were talking, and they were talking about Brady and Chris Sims. He's just a complete moron, right? But he's talking about, I was like, here's where I could see Tom Brady going. I could see Tom Brady going to Detroit. Why? Why the hell would we take him?
Yeah, why would he go? I mean, there's like 8 other places that he would go before Detroit.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's a team that's got a really good offensive line.
No. I'm saying
the
like
best. Like
they've already mentioned all these different teams. No one's ever mentioned Detroit.
Right? Yeah, and he may say, "Well, I can see him going there." He played his college ball there, and Detroit would just jump on the chance to take him. Would we?
Nah.
Because Jared Goff has played pretty damn good since he's been on the team.
I think that's where they need to bring Mac Brown in there to answer that one for Chris.
I'll
take that one for Chris.
Like, come on. Like, no, we're not. Oh, Dan Campbell would jump at the chance to bring him in. Would he? Because I don't think he would. Because he's already come out and said, Goff's our guy. He's our long-term answer. We're sticking with him. He's shown that he can do what he needs to do.
It seems incredibly stupid. Yeah. No, I see him going to the Jets or something like that.
Here's what I see is for the Jets is Aaron Rodgers getting traded to the Jets.
Oh yeah.
So he's going to follow Brett Favre's career path. Shortly after that, he's going to go back to Minnesota.
That's possible. He's doing everything the same that Favre did. When they got Jordan Love, he's like, F this guy. I ain't gonna help him. It ain't my job to, mentor a rookie.
All right.
And then what? Cousins? Who else said that this year? Like there was a couple of people that had that problem.
Yeah.
Someone else had a problem like that.
No, that was Tannehill.
Oh yeah, Tannehill.
Like go back to receiver, dude.
Meanwhile, homeboy's like, I don't want to watch what you do. You suck.
Yo, John.
Yeah, that's cool, Ron. Don't teach me anything. I got this. I'm good.
I think we're in for some couple crazy years of just. I mean, we saw it this year, poor quarterbacking, right? And we got a couple more years of that coming up because all the rookies are coming in, new guys are coming in, the old guys are finally getting the hell out of the way. But some of them that are still holding on, they suck. It's like, oh God, just stop it all. I'm ready for new quarterbacks.
And you've got like something like with Rodgers, for example, like he went on Pat McAfee's show after the season was over. And he's like, oh, I feel like I got another season where I can win MVP, if I'm surrounded in the right circumstances. Was that Green Bay? Is that somewhere else? And Gronk comes on there, starts talking the next day. He's like, why are you talking about MVPs, dude? Why aren't you talking about Super Bowls? They're 5 times better than MVPs. Like Rodgers' whole thought level is just him.
I just need some more mushrooms and freaking ayahuasca. I just need a desert and some drugs. Oh, but don't say drug. That's negative. Which I understand. I got it. Yeah. Seen a bunch
drugs
of
are bad.
Just eating a bunch of plants out
I just want some tea.
Just want some fucking tea. Jesus. Well, yeah, I just God, another. I'm tired of the old dudes being in the league. I'm ready for the young blood. But you have to understand with the young blood, you're just going to get some bad play. And is Jordan Love or not Jordan Love? Who's the quarterback for that Purdy is backing up right now? What the hell's his name?
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. Does Trey Lance even have a job?
No.
Like, we'll see what happens.
Well, he's got a job.
He's going
to be a backup to the Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah. I mean, there's no way
he's
he's starting,
right? Like,
I think Purdy's already the guy.
Oh, but if Purdy goes out there this week and just gets railroaded, right? Like,
I think he's already got it.
Purdy's their Joe Montana.
Yeah.
He's the, guy who doesn't have a strong arm. He's not the biggest, but he's just got a lot of guts and accuracy. And,
about, your height is average.
Your arm
strength is whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you,
You're just a guy. Here's a scholarship. You fit right in with the rest of our Alabama quarterbacks.
Oh, God. I think Purdy's the guy. There's no way that and something crazy, catastrophic would have to happen at the beginning of next season. That's the only way he'd lose. Purdy will be the starting quarterback next year.
But I mean, look at last year. You had Jimmy G taking him, to the conference championship.
Yeah, but he's
and then they got rid of him. They benched him for Lance.
Well, that was Lance's team, and
that's
Garoppolo was just filling in. He knew what his role was.
That's the other frustrating thing for a Cowboys fan is you're expecting Dak to do all of this stuff when you've built a defense, you've built a running game until Pollard got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to pay Dak $50 million. I mean, the 49ers are just rolling quarterbacks out there from wherever.
Yeah.
Let's get Garoppolo. Let's get Kaepernick. Let's get Brock Purdy. That's like any quarterback they want to put out there, any running back they put out there, they all perform.
Yeah. I mean, they traded away 2 good running backs this last year, right? Just no drop off or anything. It's a good system. You're building a system and you're building a culture out there. There's no culture here in Dallas.
And even if you try and build it, Jerry will run it.
But you got to pay. That was the biggest mistake they made was paying that guy a ton of money. They should just let his ass go.
Well, here's the thing though. But like after this season, because you've got several quarterbacks who are going to be getting extensions or signing new contracts.
Yeah.
He's not going to be a top 10 paid quarterback in the league anymore.
They're going to have to pay him more.
No, you still got him for a few years.
I think he may not be a top 10 paid quarterback, but it's still a lot of money to put into one position that's not going to make you better.
Yeah.
Like spread that around and just keep churning quarterbacks. Like in my opinion, you should only be paying big money to the top 5 quarterbacks. The rest of them are all just, there's really no difference between 6 and 18.
There's really not. Well, you get down towards you get down far enough. There's kind of a drop off, but I think 18.
You get in there. I mean, I don't know who's 18 right now. Do we have
Kirk Cousins,
Dak or Kirk Cousins? What's the difference?
No damn difference.
One can run a little bit and one can't. Like,
yeah.
They both need 8 yards. They throw 3-yard checkdowns. So
in their defense, they had the impractical jokers in their ear telling them what to do.
That was the most embarrassing thing ever when he ran that flat. Threw it to Hawkinson to end the season. It was like, why is Hawkinson running a route that's 5 yards short? And then 2, why are you throwing it to him? I could not believe it.
He was open.
It's been a wild year. It's been a wild postseason. And with this week coming up, these are actually really great games. We were talking about it earlier. It's like, I'm really excited about these games. It's like solid matchups. There shouldn't be any flops or any of that shit. And I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And this beer is good.
It's pretty damn tasty. I'm ready for the next. What we got next?
You don't have to go as fast as we go.
Yeah. So here in a minute, we're going to be depressed because we don't have anything to drink.
I'm still learning.
We got one each. Oh, we got to do. Those were supposed to be done as individuals, but we'll figure it out. We'll split them, and then we have athletic. We have 2 athletic beers after that.
Okay, all right. So we'll make it through.
Yeah.
We'll
Was
figure
that like
out
a
a way.
protein in it or something?
Hits in the house.
Athletic Brewing Company. Yeah, so it's like super light and whatnot. Hey, what's up,
What's going on, Hit? Hope you're doing good, brother.
Testosterone and
I think I saw he posted he hasn't
Got a
been
lot
feeling
of
good,
tea.
so hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, it's got a lot of tea, protein, gives you boners.
they're good.
Wait, this thing's glugging weird. What the hell's going on with this beer?
It's probably you.
It's got a weird glug.
Oh, that one looks like a coffee.
What?
Soda. I don't know.
It's like cream soda.
It's a soda.
Now you're in. It's a pale ale. Okay, so 0.3. God, what we got here? Only 10 calories. Holy hell, there's no carbs in this beer. Now we're talking. 75 potassium. They don't have a cool little thing on the back of this one? No. Yeah. Partake Brewing, Toronto, Canada. Drink Partake.
Eh?
Hashtag why?
Is this 2 weeks in a row we drank Canada beer?
I think so.
They do a lot of non-alcoholics in Canada, apparently.
I guess so.
How How many centimeters is this can?
How many 45-centimeter actors do you know?
What's that give you again? What?
That's right.
Oh, boners.
What's that?
He's like, yes. Get
Yeah.
confused. Our
I wanna-
guest is boner.
I want a beer that just gives you ragers.
Just
This is kind of dark, right?
It is almost like an amber, right?
Yeah, it's got that copper look to it. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it smells like a little pale ale action. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a variation that we don't know about.
Looks like a little Irish.
It's a
was
weird
it
tasting
Killian's
pale.
Irish
It's got a
Red?
little bit of that pale taste to it,
Yeah,
but it's got a little something extra.
yeah, a little.
A little something extra. A little something extra.
Dude, I would throw everybody out of here and tee everybody up. I'm not taking this. You know what? Just like with, I think the MLB umpires have got it the best. They're the best. They're like, they ain't taking no lip from anybody.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
just get out of here.
And then they just turn their back on you and
Yeah.
walk away.
That's probably because there's like 100 baseball. Like each team has like roster like 100 people, right? So it's like you can just go grab someone else out of here. You're gonna deal with some. Look at this, and that clown's always in the middle of something.
Shoot it like you. What
I'm sorry.
what
What's
are
his
the
name?
odds he's going to make it?
Clown.
No, who was that player?
That's Steph Curry.
Ben Simmons.
Hey, we're doing. I was
Yeah.
like setting up the lights. I looked up and go, "What the hell's Ben?
Curry?
Steph Curry doing on this team?"
What's tall Steph Curry doing there?
yeah, tall Steph Curry. What the hell? He looks a little taller than he.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's
Keep
not-
shooting
that's not
threes,
Steph Curry,
Steph.
buddy.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Did you
like-
hear that?
Just keep-
AAA was going to try out robotic umpires this year.
No, they're going all. That's it.
All
no,
robot-
they
not
tested
tried out.
them.
They're going to do it.
No, they tested them out this last year,
Yeah,
and now it's going to be in all games.
they're trying to
They're
work.
taking
Weird
the
not
hum-
to have that guy
They're
standing
taking the
back there.
humanity
But
out of baseball. Well, the guy's still going to be back there, so he's
Okay.
back there, and he's got like a little mic, and it says ball or strike.
well, that's
so
going
it
to be
gives him
weird
a
on
call.
fair or foul. Like
Right.
you need to make that immediate judgment, and then
Well, he's making those calls.
yeah.
So he's making safe out. He's calling fair foul things.
He's doing
like
everything
that.
but the strike zone.
Okay, so
Everything
our
but
computer
the-
doesn't do fair foul. That's weird.
No.
Like you have that technology too. You can see it just like they do
Put
tennis.
it
like,
down
where's
the damn
ball?
line, dude. Put it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's that. I don't like this.
Yeah, just
I like
light
baseball.
up the foul pole or something. Like if it's fair, it goes green. If it's foul, it goes red.
Next time we're in Vegas, we gotta ask Pete what he thinks about this. Hey, Pete.
Did you see Pete Rose's statue? It was unveiled. It was a masterpiece.
No,
Google it on your Acer
jeez.
over there. I'm
Was
telling
head
you.
hunting's in house.
It looks great. It really does. What's up, Ed? How we doing? I need to get some shout outs.
Has it got like a gambling visor on?
No,
or
it
something?
doesn't.
He's riding on a
With his
horse.
iPad next to it, watching the ponies. Let's sign some autographs. God. No, I'm going to.
He's got Norm's pick of the pole with him.
It looks really good. Norm, God, I heard that fight the other day and I was just laughing so damn hard.
Okay, were you sliding in head first?
Yeah, that iconic third base slide.
Okay,
I'm telling you.
that head of hair.
I'm telling
He's
you.
got this head of
You would
hair.
think they would have just
that's-
put that Ray Fosse one in there where
Turn
he's
it,
just
turn
plowing
it so you
open
can see it.
plowing the catcher.
Oh, what
Oh, the All-Star game? Jesus.
He's
no.
going in cleats. He's coming in hot.
Yeah, no, you don't go. No, I don't want to see the one where he drills the shit out of the
An
catcher.
impressive statue.
It really
How
is.
you
You
get
got
him
the
floating
dirt.
in the
You got
air.
the dirt coming up here. That head.
I'm
that
surprised they
flowing
didn't
head
give
of
it the
hair.
Dirk angle.
And
You know what I mean?
there's Pete with the
Oh, and give him like the
thumbs up.
that would have been cool to have that white gold on there that like shimmers, and then you could have his, I assume this is in Cincinnati.
yeah. The
So
Reds
that's-
honor.
That's good.
Boston.
Well, hey, like he's not in the Hall of Fame. Everybody
Oh,
turns their back on
Frisco.
him. I don't know what they're going to do with him.
It's a Frisco
He-
Rough Riders.
He's in Louisville or something. I don't know. He's a
Headhunt
Louisville
redeemed
bat.
to Rapid Dave hates.
We can't do that
Yes,
anymore.
we can.
Oh, God bless it. Here, put
We're
your-
not on.
Rapid Dave hates. Rapid Dave hates. Spend those points to see what Rapid Dave freaking hates. You know what I hate? All right, so the beautiful day, January 25th, 2023.
Of our dear Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I hate people who dart onto the highway at 35 miles an hour
Not
Are you
a
really
dart,
darting
is it?
onto the
Yeah.
highway for going 35 miles an hour?
and hammer it to the left lane. They go by 3 to 4 lanes of traffic to get in the left lane. And you're doing 45. I almost just rammed
Are they
somebody
doing
the other day.
45 or 35? Make
No,
up
they
your
got-
mind.
they
Well, they got up to
Make
30,
your mind.
45.
They darted on at 35. Now they're up to 45.
Darted.
Can't keep up.
Darted on.
And
They're
so
a lot quicker than they look. Okay.
I almost just went ahead and said, F it. I got my insurance guy. I'm just going to ram this fucking car.
I almost rammed a car on my way here today.
On
Dude.
purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, don't be listening to this. I'm at the point. I commute 2 days a week. That's it. And I pick the days.
Yeah.
And I go in really early and I leave work early. So I don't have to deal with a lot of craziness, but I just can't. I can't. Like
I agree with you.
cope.
Headhunt said 35 and Dart shouldn't be in the same sentence.
They were driving a Dodge Dart.
Hey, put it in sport mode, pal.
Yeah.
Get that extra boom, that
Dude.
oomph.
And
Every
I'm
car's
sitting
got
there.
sport. My Kia's got sport mode.
Well, that's why I said I bought a cheap Hyundai or whatever to travel to and from work the one day I got to go, and I was like, man, this is slow as shit. And then it's
Dude,
got.
yeah, sport
I was like,
mode.
oh, sport mode. Here we go. Now it's like a normal car. So I'll only drive it in sport mode.
So you were in economy, and then now you got to.
I wouldn't even. It's like there's got economy. It's got sport mode. Then there's something else that it just starts in. I don't have any idea.
I got like
eco mode.
regular.
It's not eco because I have to
got a
switch it to
smart-
eco.
Oh shit!
How can I go to eco from what I'm already burning? I don't.
Fucking
Like,
dealer mode.
yeah,
You're-
They goes for like two cylinders from 4.
What
I
the?
don't
You
know.
were in demo mode. That's the thing. You gotta get out of demo mode.
But yeah, put it in sport mode
God,
because I'm not gonna floor it on economy.
it's so annoying, and I'm telling you, it gets me wound up, and like just I damn near. I almost said F it. I'm just gonna ram the shit out of this car, but I was like, oh, God. Then I end up killing him, and then I'm in trouble for manslaughter. All this shit goes through my head as I'm like revving up, coming up. I go, don't do it. I go, don't you do it. And you can see him come out of it. I'm like, and I'm just like, ah. And I sit there and it's like, I hate my life.
Hostel said most of them call normal mode comfort mode.
Comfort mode.
Oh,
Okay.
it's comfort. Yeah.
It's kinda like no, I almost hit this jackass in a Maserati. So like I'm coming on the freeway
Yeah.
and I'm on my entrance ramp, right? On
Mhm.
my entrance lane. This is my lane. Well, he decides he's not going to let the people in front of him. So you got the solid white line there, right? He goes into both lanes
Oh, that's
and he's
real-
pulling in front of me. And
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
and I'm going like, dude, I don't care if you got a fucking Maserati.
Well, no one
I'll
cares.
hit the shit out of you in my
Yeah.
Kia. Like, so I just swerved around him and I still went around you. There's a huge ass shoulder where I was getting on.
Yeah, I don't. What are you trying to
So-
block? Can't you merge? That's another rapid Dave.
Right.
We'll get to another. I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about that.
Hold on, I'll redeem one.
No,
real
don't do
quick.
it. All right. Jesus. Oh yeah, I had. That's there you go. I can't stay.
Hey, we're all waiting in this long line. You got to wait with us.
Listen,
You
if
can't
there's
just
two
get up there and
lanes- If
merge.
there's two
There you
lanes
go.
and there's a dotted line, don't expect me to just stop what I'm like. I'm entering the ramp. I'm just gonna dart to the left and cross all these lanes. I'm like, no. We're just gonna one car, another car, one car. I mean, just like everything has been for the last 50 effing years.
Yeah.
Let's just get through it, pal. It's not that big of a deal. One car's not gonna kill you. Shut up and just let's move on. God.
No, now you're going to be 5 seconds late to get into where you're going.
Not even
That-
5
that
seconds.
5
It
seconds.
took you that as long as you
Like-
just keep going. Just get going. Like, oh my God. Something like that almost happened on the express lanes here. I don't know, like a couple months ago. It was like a wreck on the express. Nothing pisses me off more than a wreck in the express lane. I'm paying money to sit here now.
The
I'm
express,
super pissed.
lanes over where I'm at, it's just 2 lanes. So if there's a wreck,
Oh, you're stuck.
You're stuck.
Yeah.
And you're paying out the ass for those ones.
Y'all's
Those
express
ones are
lanes
like
are so stupid.
$5-6.
It was like $20 one time I'm driving over there. I go, you got to be effing kidding me.
You're like, I'll go over here.
God.
Yeah.
But no, something happened. And it was like, all right, one and then another and another. And all of a sudden I saw this card. I'm like, I'm just sitting there chilling. I'm trying to stay calm. I'm like, meditating. And I'm like, and I'm in the right lane. I'm like, oh, got to get to the left lane. No big deal. Who cares? And I was like, all right, one at a time. No big deal. It's podcast day. I'm just going to chill.
Just gonna chill. Just
Yeah.
gonna chill, man.
You know?
Just want to chill.
And all of a sudden I see this white piece of shit. Just ram, like get up right there in my peripheral. And I go, nah, I'm not even going to look. Don't give a shit.
Nah, I don't care,
And
bro.
so I was like, yep, I'm at my spot where I usually get over. I'm like, all of a sudden, man, I noticed that he just disappears and then just, whatever. I go, we're merging. We're
What?
merging here. What are we not?
It's a zipper.
Yeah, are we not? We're not merging. That's not the problem. I should have put the car in park, got up, kicked the shit right out of him, and then took his keys out of his car, left both lanes sitting there, and then drove off. That's what I should have done.
That probably wouldn't have went down like that.
I totally could have kicked
Mike
that guy's
Graham's in
ass.
the house saying Rhino.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
Mike. But
Mike,
anyways,
Mike,
there you go.
Mike,
There's
Mike,
a-
Mike.
Thanks.
Okay.
God.
So you got that going for you, which is nice.
My blood pressure just shoots up
Just
every time I gotta do a stupid rat. I gotta take that shit off there.
You've been saying that for like a year now.
I gotta take it off there.
Mike Graham could crush a walnut barehanded.
He's a manly man.
He
He's got
is,
giant
he is
mitts.
all that is man. Big guy.
Yeah.
I can in my mid-20s, I could never get in a fight because he was always standing over my shoulder. And like people, I'd be like trying to get in one. The guy's like, he's like, what's Mike walks up, what's going on? Oh, you're with that guy? Yeah, you got a problem with that? No, man, we're cool.
Yeah.
And they just turn walk away. I'm like, God damn it, Mike, stop.
I was wanting to throw some hands.
No, I had him and my other buddy Brandon, not this Brandon, a different Brandon, who's just as big as Mike. And they were always just right there. Can never get in a fight with those two guys there because the other guys, they just look at them. They're like, "How, man, we're cool."
Yeah.
A lot of times that was, "Hey, let me get you a beer." I'm like, "No, don't buy me a beer.
I'm still angry with you.
I don't like you, and we're gonna throw down in fisticuffs, sir." That's what's gonna happen. So we got a few hypotheticals we're gonna talk about today.
Oh, right.
You like hypotheticals?
No.
No? Okay. Well, it's just, we'll wait for.
I mean, I'll answer any question.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
part of it. you know?
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy absurd.
No.
So let me tell you this. I'm going to give you some money.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
You've got one of two options.
I thought this was a free,
Okay.
but I wasn't going
No?
to charge on nothing. Alan's going to give me some money.
So here's a scenario for you. I'm either going to give you, and the money I'm giving you is it's no strings attached, right? You don't have to like do anything special or anything like
No
that.
hand jobs.
You don't have to
No
chop off.
HJs, so ZJs.
You don't have to like chop off your
BJ.
wiener or anything like that, right? So you're either going to get
Good luck finding it.
$100,000.
Yeah.
And you put that in your bank account, spend it however you want to.
$100,000. Okay.
Or I'm going to give you $1 million
Mhm.
in quarters, and you have to spend it with the quarters. Like, so you can't go deposit that money in your bank or anything like that. You go buy, a $30 meal, you're paying $30 worth of quarters.
So this is all just how lazy am I, basically.
Or I think, some
And
people
how
don't
much
wanna
and
pay
how
in
well
change.
off am I?
Yeah, some people
Yeah.
don't want to pay in change either.
What does $1 million really mean? $1 million is a
million
lot, but that's a
is-
lot of quarters.
It's a lot of quarters.
How much does that weigh? That'd be my first
Yeah, that'd
question
be-
before
I
I made
don't
that
know.
decision. How many boxes of quarters am I getting? Because they come in what?
Depends on the size of box.
$10 rolls.
$10 rolls.
Yeah.
You probably got 50 rolls, so you got that's a lot of weight
Or $100,000.
that I don't have to sit there and count out. Like, where am I going to put $1 million worth of quarters?
You don't have to worry about that. There's a
I
you have
gotta
a
have to
quarter.
worry about
There's
it.
a quarter room in your house. Okay.
You have 4
So I'm
million
Duck
quarters.
McScrooge
Yeah, I mean,
or Scrooge McDuck.
Yes.
yeah, 4 million. I don't know why I Googled it. It's a quarter. It's a quarter of a dollar. 4 million. 4 million.
4 million quarters.
Can you imagine the size of that shit? That'd be a whole
I don't know what
effing
that
room.
even looks
You've
like.
got a Scrooge McDuck's.
I got a
Bank vault,
silo
right?
full of quarters.
I can't go swimming and don't jump into it. I've seen this shit on,
I've seen it on Family Guy.
I've seen a documentary about that.
Got a silo full of quarters, which it probably has like a little thing like at the end of a gumball machine. You just lift it up and a couple quarters fall out.
Yeah, yeah.
And so here, let me get 40 or 50 bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna go with, not that I really, really want to do it, but I have to take $1 million. $1 million.
Yeah.
It's better, but it's a lot of BS that I got.
But I can spend it, right? Like, so that means I can actually take it to like my investment guy and be like, hey, I'm going to invest this money, and then it's done.
I don't
right?
think there's an
No,
investment.
you've
to
got
it.
to. Yeah,
You got to go
you're-
spend it.
you're-
You want to go
you're-
buy a car? You got to go and get them
You're-
boxes
you're
of
taking-
quarters.
I can't make any more money off this money you give me.
No,
I have to
this
just,
is-
I just have
you
to
have
have
to
that
spend
money.
it.
You can
like
buy
that.
you can buy product with it and then sell the product.
Yeah.
So I can buy a house.
Yeah.
But you
With
got to
all
show
quarters.
up to close it with $100,000 in quarters.
That's fine.
That's a good look.
Yeah. Fuck it. F it. Yeah. No, I get the damn dump truck and everything. I got my own guy. Hey, man, I need you to be here at this time. We're going to offload all these quarters somewhere.
What-
he said,
what is
"F it,
this, a
give me the
change?"
quarters."
Yeah.
What is
F
this, the pennies?
Yeah.
You gotta
No,
have
I'll-
the paper bills here.
I'm gonna go buy $1 million. If you're not letting me invest it, I'm just gonna go buy $1 million house immediately. And I'm like, oh, that's done.
Let me drop this off in quarters, and then I'm
Don't
going
take
to
that
sell
for sale sign out of the yard yet either.
It's gonna take you a while to count those.
So you're gonna, instead of taking 100,000, you're gonna take $1 million in quarters. You're gonna launder that through a house.
Yeah.
Buy your $1 million house, then sell that probably at a loss for like $800,000.
Not in this market.
Well, but I'm just saying, if you decided to, it's still better than 100,000. You take it at a loss, and I don't have to deal with anything.
Yeah.
All I had to do was get somebody to offload these quarters.
I would
for-
say I would take, if at
That's a
the
smart
very
idea.
worst, I'd take a $100,000 loss, so I got $900,000, and now
so?
it's just in my hand, and I can just take it down to my investment firm and just get it off to them. I don't mind that. Hey, it's one time. I'm not walking around like I got quarters just on. Hey, babe, I got dinner tonight, and just slapping like 8 rolls of quarters down at like Bob's Steakhouse.
Why not?
I mean, it'd be fun for a little bit.
I don't think they would take it.
No, I mean,
You
some
don't-
places I'm not going to take it.
What, my
which is
money's not
illegal.
good
I've
here?
seen
Turn it down.
Seinfeld when Kramer
Hey,
tried to pay with
guess what?
change.
Yeah.
Hey, I've already ate. So
Yeah.
This is all I got. You
you're
got
either going to take my money or I'm getting a free meal.
Hey,
I'm
you
gonna
get no
look at him like,
calzones.
hey man, listen. I took $1 million in quarters as a bet. I go, this is all I got, man. So either, I mean,
Is it? I don't have a debit card. I don't have a
Yeah.
credit
I
card.
drive a goddamn
I have
Lamborghini.
quarters.
I just have a bunch of quarters.
Go look at my truck, bro. It's full of quarters.
Yeah, I got an F-450 out front, and I valeted that shit. It's hauling around a bed full of quarters. I got 80 grand back there
So
in a
no,
$100,000 truck.
you go to Bob's Steak and Chop House. Dinner's going to cost you whatever. It's $200.
Yeah,
You go out. You're not carrying $200 worth of quarters with you. So
Yeah,
you're like,
duffel
hey,
bag.
hey, babe, go out and get them quarters.
yeah.
We got to pay this, man. Give me the duffel bag of quarters.
Mike asked how your boy's
What?
doing.
Storing corn in that thing.
He's recovering.
What happened
okay.
to Brooks?
He got
It's
UCL
surgery.
surgery.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So he's a week in right now, and today he was pain free for the most part. So that was good.
Okay.
Jesus, what happened to him? Just throwing too much?
Yeah, I don't know. Like typically something happens immediately, and he threw 2 complete games with a sore elbow and 2 shutouts, and
You had him just rubbing some dirt on it.
yeah, just keep
Cortisone
going. No, that's
shots
not.
and
Come here, kid. I got you.
It's one of those things.
sometimes he's like, Dad, it's killing me. Just get over here.
He
Get over
didn't.
here."
He didn't want to come out. He's going to finish the game. It's he's putting too much importance on games that don't matter because it's just summer league stuff. But whatever.
Yeah.
So he got hurt, and so now he's out for all of the spring, and we might be back by fall, I guess.
Jesus.
But nobody, just some slight UCL tears, but an avulsion fracture. So the bone was chipped off his elbow a little bit. So they had to screw that bone back in place and then suture up some UCL, and that's where he's at.
Jesus.
Okay.
I hope he's all right, bud.
Yep.
I was going to ask you,
fine.
how's everything going? But yeah, y'all got
other
that
than that,
going on.
it'll be fine.
How's life treating you?
It's same old stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. So he's doing well. The oldest one's off at college. The 2 little ones are in school. They're doing well.
They're in school and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What grades are we talking?
Kindergarten, 3rd grade, maybe.
Oh, those are fun ages, I guess, right?
Yeah. That's good.
Both girls, right?
Yep.
So Brooks is the only boy, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. I mean, we ain't hung out in a while. If anybody doesn't know, it's one of my oldest friends that I still hang out and talk to. Yeah, we've known each other since we're 14, 15 years old, something like that. Sophomore, maybe? I think maybe
Probably.
sophomore.
Yeah.
Something like that. It's when I think it was when I got back to Texas.
Yeah.
I got shipped off my freshman year. My mom kicked me out of the house and said I got to leave. So
Just shipped you out.
I went to visit my dad for the Christmas break, and he goes, "I got some news for you." I go, "What do you?" And he's like, "You're not going back." I go, "You sure about that?" I go,
She couldn't handle you and Justin at the same time.
God. But yeah,
The turnaround that
like
kid made from 7th grade to now was insane.
I tell stories about that shit all the time. He's like, I go, Justin, you were an absolute train wreck. I go, you were a lunatic.
Biting and hitting teachers.
Yeah, I
and-
was like, dude, they had to like strap your ass to a chair and pin you down. I go, that's back when they had to get a hold of kids because he was like fucking chucking chairs across the room and clocking teachers. I'm like, I was like, man, and I always tell the story about like when I had to go to the school one day and get a key from him. He was weird. He was so effing weird about certain things. I was like, hey, let me go over to school. I was like, I got home. We had a half day or something like that. So I had to go over and go get a key. I don't know why I don't have a key. I probably lost shit like crazy. Or he had them all. So anyways, I get over there and I'm like, hey, I'm here for Justin. And, I need a key, whatever. He comes in there. He's all grumpy. He's always fucking grumpy. He's like this tall and just ball of hated everything. Just sitting there all mad, dirty ass, dingy kid, whatever. And I'm like, hey, I need a key to the house. I ain't got a key. He goes, oh. So he pulls out like this janitor roll of keys. I'm like, and because he said keys
Which
everything,
house? Yeah.
locks and shit. I don't know what he's locking up. I don't know what he was doing. But he always had a ton of keys on him. I go, give me one of them. Give me the key. He's like, all right. Hands it to me. I go, is this it? He goes, yeah. I go, is it seriously? Because he'll F with you too. Like, whatever. Like, just make your day inconvenient like his is.
And then
he hands you like a little lock key. You're like, this isn't it, bro. Yeah, no, bro, that's it.
But then he's not afraid. He'll go and take the beating. Like whatever comes, like swing away, dude.
And I was like, hey, is this the key? And he goes, yes, key. I go, if I have to come back, I'm going to kick the shit right out of you. This usually goes, excuse me. I go, I'm not kidding. And so yeah, it's like I remember that day. It's just so vividly.
You're like, this car clearly says Ford on it. It's
But,
not the house.
now, like I said, now he's got everything. He grew up eventually. He just grew up is what happened. So thank God he got past all that shit. I mean, God, it was weird. He was so wild ass for so long. I remember dating some girl at one point, and like I get in the house, they're like, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? You know, blah blah blah." I go, "This is my." I go, "What's your name?" I go, "I'm, whatever."
She knew of you?
No.
Shit.
No, Justin. She was a teacher at Lakeview. And so, was it Lakeview? Well, whatever. The other
That was a
side.
school.
Yeah.
That's a school.
And so she was like, whatever. And I was like, well, that's my little brother. He's crazy. That's crazy.
That's not me, man. I'm totally cool.
I'm totally cool. I'm kind of a deviant, but I'm not wild.
I mean, I'm going to plow your daughter later, but I'm cool.
It's like, oh my God. Well, yeah.
I may verbally assault you, but I'm not going to bite you.
I'm around.
Yeah. I'm not going to actually do anything.
I'm going to tear you down a little bit, but just verbal stuff. God. Anyway. Hey, this beer, look how much lighter it's gotten. As you see, yours is still dark. Mine got lighter. Mine got super lighter.
I think they both kind of look the.
Yeah, I gave you the one.
Yeah.
Bonnie, you like that beer better than the blonde?
Yeah.
A little bit better?
That's a little bit better. It tastes like grapefruit.
A little hesitation with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all beer. No, I like this one. I like the grapefruit beers.
Yeah.
It's good, especially on a hot summer day.
The citrus
It's a little more.
beers,
Well, not all citrusy. Just the grapefruit ones are good.
Well, grapefruit citrus. So
That's
it's
a
like
citrus.
Yeah.
It's not all of the citruses.
Must be the Cascade hops or something like that. That one that always produced it. That just Lizzie.
There's
she
no.
used to-
There's no grapefruit in it.
She used
It's
to not
just-
like it, and then now she loves it.
This said grapefruit.
Yeah.
You read
Well,
grapefruit.
we were talking about the
Yeah,
Cascade
the
hops.
hops, and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hops that
yeah,
are in there that create that taste and flavor and stuff like that. And they had that in there.
Yeah.
But
All Greek to me.
it's okay. All right, what do you got?
You want to talk about Dr. Pepper's 27 flavors? I can tell you about that.
Oh God. Hey,
Just
the
cherry.
sugar-free and the diet Dr. Pepper tastes just as good as regular Dr. Pepper. Did you know that? We went to a wedding and I had like Diet Dr. Pepper or whatever. I was like, this is pretty effing good. I didn't mind it. I know you're an OG guy.
Yeah, they're not the same.
I mean, but Dr. Thunder tastes just like Diet Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder tastes like Dr. Pepper if it was like 3 weeks old. Just a little flat, but not bad.
So Hossel said, "What's the plural of citrus?" Let's have this discussion.
Citri.
Citri.
Citrixin.
Citruses.
I use the internet for all this stuff. I don't know this stuff. Diet Dr. Pepper. I like Diet Dr. Pepper. I do. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Who doesn't love the OG Coca-Cola recipe though? The one with cocaine in it.
That one was a banger.
I always wanted to sniff it. I don't know why.
Spirit. Ever not the Spirit Coke smells delicious. Man, it smells great. It's
Just cram that straw up your nose and just
kind of rubbing it, just swishing around in my mouth.
Just violently.
Aggressively swigging it.
Makes me want to brush my teeth real hard.
so this one's just a regular IPA.
All right.
Partake IPA. Partake IPA balances citrusy hops with a subtle malt backbone. Its light, bubbly body and dry finish make it an all-day sipper that packs an incredible amount of flavor. Of course, it's an all-day sipper. There's no alcohol in it. Like,
That doesn't mean anything.
just
There's some beers that you don't want to drink all day, and different flavors and all that kind of stuff. So, what do you got on that list over there? You got written down next to whores.
Another topic. Are we done with the?
we got whores.
Oh, what were we talking about?
We were talking about the
quarters.
the quarters on the 100,000. I think we answered that one.
That, yeah.
So what's our other? We got more hypotheticals.
Yeah, Rapid Dave's
God,
got one.
Every time we do a hypothetical show, he's got like 8 of them. So then it's all of a sudden him asking me questions like remember rapid fire?
Well, this is your hypothetical. I had one.
Oh, well,
And you've got
you
one.
could have kicked it to next week. We ain't gonna have
we were
6.
going to go into it, and you weren't here, and I was going to bring up yours while you weren't in.
You
here.
never know if you'll be here next week. We'll get all out of it today.
People want to know what Boner think.
all right. Let's go.
Nobody gives
So,
a
yours-
what I think.
Tell us about yours.
Hojo, thank
Coming
you
in with
so
those.
much.
Thank you so much.
Big
for
shout
those
out to
goodies.
Hojo. Thank you, man. I don't remember it. I told you what it was. That's why I told you to. I gave you what it was.
So you can either go to jail for a year,
Mhm.
or you go to jail with a Rubik's Cube and you get out when you solve it.
I mean, I could solve a Rubik's Cube within a year, so I'll take that option. But
You're pretty confident in that, huh?
that I can get it done before a year is up, yeah. I'm not going to do it in like 30 seconds. I'm an idiot, but I mean,
Have you ever solved one?
a Rubik's Cube?
Yes.
I've never sat there and had that be my entire goal for 365 days, but I
Okay.
bet you I can figure it out. I know there's something
You don't
with
have
corners.
the internet or anything like that.
What?
What are you
There's
telling me what I
internet in
don't
the jail?
have?
No, you're just no, you can't.
There's internet
Well,
in the
no,
jail.
no,
Here's the thing.
that's
I wasn't
cheating.
even
That's
thinking about that
cheating.
anyway. I was going off what I already knew with something about corners. Like,
something about.
yeah,
I got to
something
do
about
something
corners.
with the corners.
Yeah,
here.
you got to flip it.
Pragmatics. All of a sudden, got to paint the corners.
But yeah, I mean, there's enough people in my family that can solve Rubik's cubes that aren't geniuses. So if they can do it, I'll figure it out.
There's enough people. We got the numbers for this. You know, we got the brains. Beard laws
Beard
in the house.
laws,
What
what's going
up?
on, brother?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. And if I don't, what? Like I'm there for a year regardless, right?
No.
Oh, I'm there for longer.
You're there until you solve it.
I guarantee you it's done before a year.
Yeah, he
is
said it
up.
a little weird. He goes, "Here you go. There's two options. You go to jail for 1 solid year.
Yep.
No way out.
Or you go to jail with a Rubik's cube and you get out when you solve
You
it.
go to jail and you have a Rubik's cube,
And you get out when you solve it.
They're not impossible to solve. That's like
I'm
a
not
terrible.
saying
No,
they're
he's
not.
just emphasizing.
Well, I know,
just,
but yeah, like
it was just
a monkey would solve
a
it within
nice-
a year.
You think so?
I don't
I
know,
think so.
man.
A smart
What
monkey.
kind of monkey?
The ones they do tests on. That
The
you know,
ones they do tests
Coco,
on.
Coco the monkey.
Coco got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Coco will figure it
Coco's
out.
dead.
You know,
R.I.P.
Boy,
sign
Jesus
language and
Christ.
asking questions.
What's
You solved 366. Yeah, I mean, it's. Have you ever solved one
no?
that has already been jumbled up? Not one that you move like 4 spots. You're like, hey,
Yeah,
look at me go.
No,
well,
I've never.
I'll say. So, who is there? Somebody judging you like every day?
Like just
What do you
on
mean
top of your
judging
ass.
you?
Just to watch to make sure I don't take the stickers off and put them back on. Like,
yeah. You can't.
yeah, oh wait,
Yeah.
why are all the stickers pulled up? All the edges
If
are
you-
just curled
They're
up.
all
Yeah.
just slightly-
Yeah.
If you
Sorry about that,
if you
my hands
peel
were
a sticker
sweaty.
off, you get electrocuted and die.
Oh, you died.
You
What do
die.
you
It's not,
die?
it's not just a shock.
Yeah, you
God.
It'll
die.
be like,
A light, yeah,
just-
light shock would be
Oh.
plenty.
This is his hypothetical, not mine.
God damn.
But he's gonna be like, "Oh no, you're good. You can peel the stickers off."
Hey, if your hands get too sweaty, the stuff that just comes off, you're gonna fucking die. You gotta keep it together, man.
well,
Oh
I
my
might
God.
do that. I might get if I didn't know how to solve it, like I was just stuck, I'd take the Rubik's Cube with me to the kitchen as we're steaming broccoli someday. You let the steam hit that cube and all them stickers just slide right on off.
They're all pressure sensitive, so they know as soon as one little corner comes off,
The cube
you're done.
explodes. You gotta get a new one.
you're
God.
just dead.
You just got cubes exploding in your hands every day.
I've never solved one. I had one at work, like at the previous job or whatever, and it just sat there at the desk, and I was sitting there messing with it.
He probably did about 40 hours worth of work on that cube a day.
I'm telling you. And I'm sitting there,
Good
I'm sitting
solid
there
8
Googling. I
hours a
go,
day.
man, I got to figure out how to get this thing solved. Because when you get it, it's solved, right? So I'm sitting there just jumbling around, trying to mess with
what
it.
did I do?
And I got within like 2 on each side, and I was trying to rotate those. I was like, God damn it, I'm so close. It was driving me crazy. I think I ended up just breaking it. I think I took it to the gym and smashed it with a plate. I think that's what I did. I'm like, you know what, you piece of shit.
Popping them off and replacing them. Yeah, I'm sure I could get it done within a year.
Yeah. So give me that because I want to get out as soon as possible. But it would suck, right? Like you've already been there for like 6-7 months. You're like, you sweat, you can't get the damn thing solved. You're going, I'm gonna be here forever. Ever.
Like, because that's all you're doing, right? So after probably about the first week, you're probably starting to freak out, right?
Nah,
You've been doing something nonstop for a week.
I'm not freaking
And you
out
haven't
until I
done
get
it
to
yet.
a year. Because that was my option, right?
Yeah.
So if I don't get it within a year, now I'm freaking out. It's like, oh, what did I do?
Could have been out by now.
Yeah, what did I do to myself?
My dumbass thought I was smart.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm dumb.
I'm colorblind. I can't even see the yellow and the green. They all look the same to me anyway.
Meanwhile, the guy in the cell next to you who has one arm and one eye already solved his.
He's ringing the bell. I got to solve. They come in here and go, this ain't even close. Like, what? It's gray and light gray.
That you should add that to the hypothetical for the next one is would you solve a Rubik's Cube that is all similar colors, just different shades of gray? So now you're colorblind. I can't tell what's what. And now you got a year to solve it. Good luck.
Man, I'm gonna have a problem with the
Gray,
other one?
slight gray.
Slight, gray, slight gray, a little bit darker, a little some slate.
They're all different colors of white.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this
Shades.
yeah,
Ice,
is eggshell.
iceberg.
Yeah.
What the hell's an opal? What the hell? Looks just like this one.
Pearl. Yeah.
It's white, white, and white.
What's
what am I doing here?
What's the difference between pearl and opal? Yeah. What?
God. All right. God dog it. Yeah, there you go. There's another week of freaking hypotheticals.
Because in that case, I'm probably going to go ahead and just take the year.
I'm gonna buy a cube tomorrow so I don't get caught with my pants down. Just in case someone shows up in the house.
Start practicing.
No.
Get your ass in the car. You're going to jail. Do I have a Rubik's Cube?
Think of the protection it provides too. You got to go to the shower. You just stuff it up there, and now you're blocked.
God.
Nobody's gonna try and fight through a cube.
I mean, they'll probably pin you down and pull it out. Like,
There's no way.
you don't think
They'd want to deal with
right,
that.
right, yeah.
They deal with that cube.
I mean,
and
it's
all
not
the
like they have
shit
anything
that
else
comes
going
with it.
on, right?
Hey, get him. Nah, he's got a Rubik's Cube up his ass. We don't want that.
That guy's fucking
I ain't messing with
weird.
that guy. He's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's get Steve. He's just holding his butt
Look at
cheeks
this guy.
open. I don't know.
Look
Man.
at- Guy's got a Rubik's Cube. They're all the same fucking color. I don't understand.
He's had
That's
it
what-
solved for 6
weird.
months. He just hasn't told anybody yet.
He's just hanging out. He's hanging out, man. God.
He's just left it up his butt for 6
What
months.
the hell
I
is
don't
Root Sports?
get- I don't know.
Is that their Bally's up there?
Sure.
I don't even know what's going on.
Hockey.
Is that Jeremy Roenick?
Yeah, close enough, I guess. 30 years ago. They may poke it to solve it. Yeah, you're not going in there unless you're going to solve that thing.
It doesn't count if someone else solves it for you. So you're out.
Oh,
Of
son of a bitch. Yeah, day one, you just hand it off to someone. Hey, someone solve this for me, please. And they just break it. You're like, I'm here forever now.
Old school. He sounds a bit like Hank Hill. He's so propane by chance.
Yes, it got.
So I guess there's also let's say if you go in with a Rubik's Cube and the guy knows you got a Rubik's Cube and he's you can't get out till you solve it, so they just steal it from you and they shatter it. So now you're screwed. You don't get to keep replacing your cube.
No, you
Yeah,
got one.
that's what I was
So
saying.
you
I was
get
like,
one
break
and you're
it,
done.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a danger.
break it.
I didn't think about that. Now I got to save it. It's like I got to save it for life. That's my ring, I guess.
Or until you,
if you're a
you
Lord of the
solve it,
Rings
so
guy.
not necessarily for life.
Well, until you solve it. Well, until I solve it and I get to show that somebody solved it, so somebody's
Yeah.
gonna steal it. What if it's me and him and they're together? He sees I solved mine. They haven't came to get it. He steals my cube.
You got a black eye and
Yeah.
an unsolved Rubik's Cube. That's mine. No, it's not.
That's what
And then he shifts it around just enough so he's got an opal in my pearl, and I can't see the difference.
You
So I
tell-
turn it in, and then I get shocked because I didn't get it right. Every time you turn it in, you got to get shocked if you don't get it right.
He walks over and just peels a little bit of the sticker off of
Sticker off,
yours
yep.
so it blows up.
Yeah,
God.
that's what it should be. You gotta have
It should be. That's
you gotta
what
have
it's-
more than one person in there with you.
So it's like
So-
like Squid Games, right?
So yeah, if you're not
you're
the-
all in Gen Pop,
yeah,
right?
whoever
And
gets
as
it
you
out first.
solve it, you get out.
Yeah, and then depending on what order you solve it in, they add a day. So if you're the second person to solve it, you got to stay in an extra day.
God.
30 days, 4 days.
Well, you get out when you solve it.
Or you don't.
Yeah.
He's saying if you're not
Because
first.
some jerk punched you in the eye and took yours.
Yeah.
God. My head hurts. When we making picks?
Whenever you want to make picks.
Oh,
You want to make picks now? Or
Uh,
what are we
I
doing?
what
thought
else
we were
you
still on
got
hypotheticals.
We got to,
No, that's it. We're just doing two. Alan beat it.
Just
Just
a whole day of hypotheticals.
yeah, I know, right? That's what the whole late show was. Just him asking me questions like, "Oh, would you try to f an ostrich or like 45 chickens?" So I was like, "Where do you get this stuff?"
An ostrich. You ever tried to catch a chicken? Imagine trying to catch 45 of them.
Dude, I mean, how the hell are you going to bring down an ostrich? It's a two-man job for sure. It was a business called King of the Hill. And she's a propane and sells propane accessories.
Accessories. Yeah.
God.
Propane.
propane.
accessories.
Like she's for pain.
Oh, yeah. She's
Professional.
one of those, probably one of those chicks that like smash you up, like just stomping on your balls and stuff like that.
Putting cigarettes out on your eyeball and shit. Yes, mistress.
Once you like
You
open
gonna
your
say your
closet
safe word?
and
No.
you've got some kind of black thing with rhinestones on it or whatever, and it's got some crosses and thing. I'm out.
You're out.
I'm
You're
not-
like,
no.
whoa.
I know where this is going.
I got to go to my car real
know
quick.
what
I
that
forgot.
is.
Oh, I forgot the
Yeah.
rubbers are in the car.
Yeah, you're too weird. You're too out there for me. I can't handle it.
How did we go from King of the Hill to the movie Hostel?
No,
What?
that's kind of how we bounce around.
Yeah, we just kind of, whatever. We just see what happens,
God.
Why would I stay somewhere with a bunch of people? I don't
What do you
have just regular hotels here.
So did you hear about this whole thing with the WNBA with the players and stuff?
I
About
heard
travel.
I heard someone complaining about how one of the players might have, like, due to security issues.
So
you know,
so there's a whole big thing going on with Brittany Griner,
of course,
right?
you think
Because
you're
of
gonna do WNBA talk tonight.
that's all we talk about here.
I haven't
We're the
heard
preferred,
any of the
we're the
news, no.
preferred podcast of the WNBA.
No one else is covering this shit, so we got to.
But so they're talking about how they're going to have some issues, and you can't just have one team who has it. But like there's a few players that have come out who are like bigger names in the league.
What kind of issues? I think you kind of glossed over it.
They don't
Travels.
charter. They don't private. They fly.
Okay, so that's what
normal
you're talking
flights,
about. Okay.
right?
Yeah, you didn't bring that up. Al.
So if me and you were in Vegas,
Minor leaguers don't
And-
charter either, by the way.
yeah. But so if we're in Vegas and we're catching a flight here to Dallas, and
Yeah.
the Aces are coming to Dallas to play the Wings,
Yeah.
be on the same flight.
It'd be cool to hang out with 12 professional athletes, wouldn't it?
Yes.
That'd be neat on the plane, hanging out. No,
I don't want to hang out with anybody on a plane.
no.
Like,
I get up looking to go hang out with people. You know what I mean?
what are you going to talk to them about? Basketball? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, ladies? You guys play basketball?
Layups, huh?
Can I ask a question? Is it a personal preference that y'all don't dunk? Is it like some type of thing? I don't know what's going on.
Goal's too high.
Layups.
The rim's too
Is there-
high.
Is there
Break it
something
down.
in your contract?
Yeah,
that says
like you
can't?
get like docked money.
Is it kind of like, with with Kyler, he can't play Call of Duty, you can't dunk? Is that kind of the same thing that's going on here? But yeah, no. So like, and there's players like, hey, during my next contract, I want to try and negotiate to help pay for chartered flights. So like the players are talking about like wanting to chip in part of their salary.
So it sounds like a players' union's got some work to do.
Yeah.
Well, so in the last bargaining agreement, they went from
They finally got from the bus. Now they got the plane. It's like
Yeah.
a major league. It's a reverse major league.
but they went from just regular gen pop on a flight to like comfort level,
Oh, okay.
but not
nice.
first class.
Yeah.
They don't fly first class.
Those are weird seats, anyways.
Yeah.
What's the difference? I've never been on
More
a plane.
legroom.
I've never been on a plane that was big enough going from Vegas to Seattle that was anything more than like economy and fake first class.
Well, there's some planes. Yeah, they'd have to just make some adjustments, right? Like, oh, all of a sudden we have a 757 or a 777 out there or something like that.
77 Milwaukee?
You know, but
that
no, that's your plane over there. So the guy's putting duct tape on the fucking propeller. Well, yeah, no, it's you're right. Like a short flight, they're gonna have to get a plane there for first class or something like that, or to charter them.
Oh,
So,
they don't
but
fly first
I don't
class,
know.
though.
What are they
Yeah.
expecting though? They want their owner to pony up and get them private planes.
Or the league to cover it and stuff like
Just have
that.
to
But
like
the
make
league
part
doesn't
of
make
it-
any money.
No.
So you want the
it's-
NBA to cover it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They're footing the bill for everything else.
Which that's what I say. I say, fine, do it. Why not? Why don't they just have to buy them a plane and then say, hey, here you go. Oh,
Yeah,
how many games
why
they play?
not?
Like 40?
I don't know.
Buy them a plane. How many teams are there? We don't even know how many teams are in the WNBA.
Like 8. There's like 8 or 12.
There's got to be more than that.
There's no more than 12.
There's 42 teams.
There's not that, and they play like 40 games.
You know, you could just bubble them all and just, hey, y'all are all playing in Disney World for the entire season.
Dude.
You don't
Just
have to, you don't have
knock
to
it
worry
out.
about travel.
Yeah, I ain't got to worry about
What are
nothing.
the people in Dallas going to do then?
Same thing they do now. Not go.
What are you talking about? It's over there at Arlington.
UTA.
Yeah, UTA.
When's the last time you've been to a Wings game?
There's 12 teams.
I was going to go. COVID. What?
12
12
teams.
I told you it wasn't over 14. And how many games they play in a season?
Let's look.
20. Doubleheader Sundays.
That's a
Freeze out league.
40.
40. Told you.
40.
There you go. Yeah, I think you're right. I think just stick them all down in Florida. Like, hey, the season's starting. Get down there. We'll see you in a couple months.
Or you could split it up and say, okay, we're going to do,
Regional.
we're going to do this group in Vegas. We're going
Kind
to
of
do
like
this
the
group
Big
in.
Three does, where they
Well,
travel.
You
Or like
could-
the
I don't
Harlem
know.
Globetrotters, they travel from city to city.
I was thinking more just like, the Arizona League and the Grapefruit League or whatever in
Yeah.
baseball. And you just say, okay, this group's going to be at Disney World. This one's going to be at Vegas. And then eventually we'll meet for a championship somewhere.
I'm telling you.
But the
Or-
problem would you'd have to have
You've
them all
only
there
got
for 2
12
months.
teams.
Well, yeah, it's
You would
perfect.
need
6
more.
No, you don't. Six teams there, 6 teams here.
I
playing
would
your
just
40
say
games?
this. I said buy them a plane first, but it depends on how big the plane has to be. Like, will they ride on just a private plane that only fits their staff? And because there's only there can't be more than 20 people, right?
Well, that'd be my point. Like
staff and
if you
players.
did it that way, you only got to have a couple planes,
Yeah.
right, going back and forth.
Right.
So
I
you
don't-
could do a whole plane for the like 2 planes for the.
I bet
the
you
league.
somebody would chomp at the bit to have like, hey, we're the official partner of the WNBA. Where the hell's Southwest and all this?
They don't.
shit?
They don't have first class.
Yeah, I know, right? Just stick their ass on a plane, but you get a whole plane and you get chartered, right? For the 20 games you have to travel, you get a damn, go
All
wild.
3 teams. Yeah, all 3 teams fit on a
Fucking
plane and move
run
on.
up and down the aisle. There's only 12 of you. You know what I mean? On a 300-person flight, there's, you get your own damn row and just fucking go to town. Have fun. I say, yeah. And I say the NBA, just foot the bill. They're already paying for everything else. Who cares? Does it matter? It doesn't matter. Let them have their own plane. Don't make them ride on a plane and like a college team
Sitting
or
next
something like
to a kid who's got
that.
a baby and things like that. And like, there's been instances where like
College
games
teams
have
make
had to
more
be
money.
Yeah,
postponed
they
or
do.
canceled because
NIL.
of flights being canceled and things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No. I like I said, I'm on board with it. Totally support it. Just have the NBA. Just send the bill to the NBA. Just go book your flights. Just take up the whole damn plane. Seriously. It didn't cost that much to rent it. Didn't Vince Young do this? Not Vince Young. What the hell is it? Quarterback for UT.
That would have been Vince Young.
Is that Vince Young? All of a
he
sudden I
was
had
a quarterback for UT.
All of a sudden I flashed back. I was like, wait, is that the lead singer of Def Leppard or something? Or what? Motley Crue?
Neil Young?
Vince Neil?
Vince Neil?
But yeah,
Vince
didn't he
Neil
do that? He rented out he bought all the seats on a Southwest flight,
That sounds more like a Colt McCoy thing.
and he was the only dude on there.
Nah, not Colt. Colt Smart.
No, I know.
He's still in the league, right?
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah.
He was the backup for Kyler.
Yeah. That's
So, anyways, yeah, no, you got 12 teams. Just figure it out. They're traveling. You're going to spend half your games at home, half on the road. That's 20 games each. Let's just figure it out. Don't make them write commercial no more. No one cares, and just give them what they want and up their salaries at this point.
I think they've got to kind of figure it out and stop complaining about the things they don't have and figure out a way to make their league watchable, enjoyable, so it'll actually catch on. Then they can get everything they want out of it.
Well, no, they just want the money. They don't.
I know they don't put any work or do anything.
They don't want to get better.
I'm going to say they don't. They put in some work, but how? And it's not like they don't have talent. They're talented at what they do, which is fine. So how do you grow the league? How do you get people to watch you so you can get everything that you need?
That's what I was saying.
Instead of just complaining about what we don't have. You don't have it because there's not any money in the budget. So you're asking for somebody else to, keep supporting you. Like, okay, what's next? Now you got the plane. Now what do you want?
More money.
I need a meal on
They
that
don't.
plane
You think
now.
they care if there's like 45 people there? They want to make LeBron money. Give them LeBron money. The NBA's got it.
You can't give them LeBron, but you don't have the money to pay them.
Like from the NBA.
Then that means the NBA players make less money.
I say they all make the same amount. Everybody,
Why?
top to bottom.
Why?
It's equality, is it not? Don't you want everybody?
That's
to be
how
the same?
equality works.
Yeah,
Where everyone's equal.
yeah, they're all equal. Hell, they can play each other too. I don't give a shit.
Well, then they got to score the same amount of points, get the same amount of rebounds, and get the same amount of assists. They got to.
I
You got to
don't
play equal to be treated equal.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah,
That doesn't sound fair.
Yeah, you got to be.
That sounds ridiculous. Is what that sounds like. Yeah. So they can foot the bill. Why not? Let them make. Remember a numbering system I brought up not too long ago, like the number one. The top
best,
WNBA.
The
gets
best
paid.
player in the WNBA makes the same amount of money as the top player in the NBA.
Exactly.
It's a tier system.
Now, if
Yeah,
you wanted to say the top player in the WNBA makes at least as much as the bottom person,
no,
like, hey,
no.
like,
The
then we're
best
good.
player
I want
makes the same amount as the best player over there.
What's the biggest contract right now?
How
What's the
about
biggest?
percentage of?
Concession sales?
You could do that. So you could say instead of because they're not going to make $20 million, but percentage of team payroll.
Not with an attitude like that, they're not going to make $20 million.
Yeah, come on, man.
People like you holding down equality.
I'm not holding them down.
and
I'm telling them
women's
to make
rights,
me want to
you
watch.
know?
Like Bill Burr says, like the women don't even want to watch them. They want to complain about everything, but they don't go out to support them.
Feminists.
Yeah, support them.
Steph Curry makes $48 million a year. That's to be the top person. Well, they don't play as many games though, so you got to cut that in half,
Or
right?
prorate it, right?
Yeah, you got to prorate it. So then they'd be getting,
the fourth.
25.
So, and then times it by 70% because they're women.
We don't play that game no more.
No.
The next one's Westbrook. Oh my God, I totally forgot that he made $47 million.
Absurd amount of money.
So now take the worst in WNBA player and pay her $47 million. Well, yeah, no, I'm totally in on it. They got the money for it. They can sprinkle it around. Why not?
Yeah,
I want to see the wings. Rolling up to games, dressed like
And why aren't they playing at the AAC?
I don't know. Put them there because Disney on Ice is there.
Well, because we can make more money when the Mavs and the Stars are out. That Billy Bob can come to town and fiddle with his guitar on stage.
Yeah. Garth Brooks or something like that.
Billy Bob Thornton.
What the hell is that guy's name?
It's Garth Brooks. He's a guy.
No, the other guy that
Chris
he pretended to be.
Gaines?
Yeah, there you go. I'd go if it was Chris Gaines. His friends was like, hey, let's go to the Garth Brooks. She goes, I don't want to go see Garth. You know what? You get Chris Gaines to show up, and I'll show up.
I went
Man.
to the Garth Brooks concert.
We know.
Oh shit!
Did you know? It's right here on my head.
We know.
It was good.
Girth Brooks.
Girth-
Billy
Girthy.
Joe coming in and say, love that shirt, Boomer Sooner.
Boomer Sooner.
That's a different.
That's weird coming from Billy Joe.
It's a different performance. Girth Brooks. It's different.
great.
It's a little bit
great.
different. It's a little different.
Charged
little bit
by the
more adult.
circumference.
It's a little bit more adult. Saying didn't see a guitar there once. Just saw him.
I saw some drumsticks though.
Dude, this party pack, this Partake
Partake is
variety pack that we've had, every one has been great so far, right? Did you want another one? We get the couple
Canucks have got
more.
something right.
So you got we got an IPA. This one got the let's see. This is citrusy, so you might
Yeah.
like that one.
And the pale ale.
And the pale ale. Pale ale was the dark one, but it tasted. It had a little bit of bitterness.
Yeah,
But you know what?
We don't like bitter.
All right, you want to split this one?
of course.
Yeah, let's slam these or whatever. Someone called skin flute. Yeah, it was a big skin flute. So much better than water. You know, there
Skin
was
trombone.
there was still people who still giving us crap about doing dry January and what's the point? And I'm like, I mean, do you just drink water? Is that all you drink? Or you just drink alcohol, right? Like for breakfast, lunch, dinner, that's all you have is straight alcohol because there's no point, right?
I used to drink a fifth of vodka
Like, why would you
A
drink?
day.
Why would you drink any water?
before lunch.
I couldn't stomach that at all.
Oh God. Stupid. He's so dumb. You know what? Just tell me what's next. Let's go with this. Let's go with
I'm ready for some more beer.
I gotta finish.
Oh wait,
mine.
wait. As they say, beer. Whatever.
Some beer flavored water.
Water's so bad for you, really.
Yeah, we talked
it's
about these people who drink straight mixers last week. It's just straight mixers.
just straight. Yeah, had a straight Diet Coke mixer the other day. It was
oh,
awful.
Man, they got screwdrivers over there. No, there's no.
That's just straight orange. What? Just such a straight mixer?
What are you drinking there? You know, bitters and sour.
Ugh. So yeah, this was what is it? The pale ale? Yes, the pale ale. Yeah. So this one probably would have been a little bit too much, a little much for you. Yeah, nice little swirl you got in there.
What does this? Why does this OJ taste funny? It's so weird.
Jeez.
Oh, there's no champagne.
Yeah, that's just an extra. That's a little extra kick.
It's
I'd
got a
say
little
it'd be a little
something,
much for
something.
you there, Boner. I think it'd
But,
be a little bit much.
But with
You
drinking
don't
this,
like
so
it.
are you ready to start drinking again?
Me?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And it's not even it's all right. So there's been I've talked about this several times even on a stream during the podcast, all this kind of stuff, how it's been a change for me this whole month, right? They've like golf game, right? Golf games changed a lot, but also I haven't woken up embarrassed, ashamed, hungover, feel like shit or sick or whatever, like stuff you say when you're drunk, right?
Right.
You get out of hand, you have too many drinks, you say some dumb shit, you do some dumb shit. I mean, you're having fun the night of, or you get in a fight, whatever it is. But you wake up and you don't feel anything. So Boner, you must feel like this all the time.
Yeah, I don't wake up ashamed, embarrassed, even when I drink.
Yeah.
At
you don't
least I
drink
haven't got to that
anyways.
point.
Yeah.
He's
never got to
proud
that
of
point.
us, pulling it out in front of everybody. You don't care.
What's the regret? And that's the thing. It's like, oh,
Keep tugging on it. Maybe it'll grow.
God, why did I do this, or why did I say that, or whatever? You know what I mean? And it has. It's been a change for me. And it's not like I was getting like hammered all the time. I mean, just sitting at home, crack a Miller Lite, play some video games, or watch a movie. And now it's like, all right, well, now I'm very aware of everything.
Getting banned for your hot sports opinions about mac and cheese.
I haven't. I think I've been worse at Rocket League, talking shit. Like just been like somebody mouths off to me, I just go way overboard and just start going crazy. But that's something that I've noticed. I'm like, all right, it's not bad. I've actually enjoyed this whole month so far, but I just wanted a beer. I wanted a beer at the wedding. I wanted a beer when I want a beer when I go golfing. I want a beer on like a Sunday afternoon sitting around, or I'm grilling. I grilled Monday, and I was just sitting there. I'm like, I just need something right here.
Right. And you grab the non-alcoholic, but it's just not the same.
It'll get me there. But yeah.
It gets you by, but
Hashtag for
Bill
Lizzie.
Patrick coming in with that hashtag for Lizzie over on YouTube. Thank you so much, Bill.
Thanks, sir.
Speaking of grilling,
Mhm.
I've found myself going down rabbit holes on YouTube or Facebook or whatever that pops up, and there's this
Do you know how to
guy.
post videos on Facebook?
I don't,
No.
but I know how to watch them. And there's this guy called Stale Cracker. Do y'all know him?
No.
He's got
Sounds
he's
offensive.
got like it sounds offensive. He's got like close to 3 million viewers on the Facebook. But basically, he's just a Cajun dude that cooks, and it's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, just a very entertaining dude.
Uh-huh.
So, Stale Cracker with a K. I recommend that everybody watch him.
Okay.
It says
And
Stale
because
Cracker
you put
boat
it-
accident and then Stale Cracker cop. I mean, what are we
Hopefully, he's
doing?
not
There?
dead.
This-
Hopefully, he didn't get in a boat accident.
He sounds
But,
like a horrible person.
So basically, he makes whatever, and then he'll put it on a cracker. But
Oh God, yeah, this guy's a hillbilly.
yeah, he's Cajun.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got his own
Oh
recipes.
God,
and,
he's got a natty light in his hand. And he's got a pressure cooker. Boy,
Yeah.
he's about to do some damage.
So as you're going out and you're cooking, right, and you
Uh.
put your steak on the grill, he's like, all right, now while we wait, we hydrate. He pops out a little beer out of his little
holster or
yeah,
whatever.
little holster.
Uh-huh.
Get after it.
Put that
That's
on
good.
cracker, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Is that what he yells? He says, "Put that on a cracker."
cracker, dude.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
a little Cajun,
Yeah.
little like one of the alligator guys.
Yeah. Those. What is it? The swamp people?
alligator
Swamp,
drool, yeah.
Swamp
He
people.
got some jalapeno sauce called alligator drool.
Oh God.
I don't know. Watch him.
I'll check him out. I'll check him out. But yeah, how you been coping? You went to a brewery.
I went to a brewery and had a Heineken 0.0 because
They
That
had
was-
that at the brewery.
they did.
That was nice of them.
They had that and they had something else. I don't know what the other thing was, but yeah, because I went out of town. I went out of town for the day and was at Wichita Falls and was like, I'm gonna stop by. They've got a little pizza place there inside that makes some pretty damn good pizza.
Yeah.
So I had some pizza for lunch and had a Heineken 0.0 and grabbed a 6-pack to go. So next month we'll have some beer from Wichita Falls Brewing.
Mhm.
Awesome spot. The spot was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty cool spot. I'm gonna end up going back up there next month, I think. And so I'll be able to
I was
try out
supposed to
some
go last
beers
year. I
there.
just didn't make it. I went right north of it. I went to Duncan. That's
Okay.
when I went to that Duncan.
Duncanville.
No, Duncan, Oklahoma. That's
Donuts.
where
Dunkin' Donuts.
Kokendorfer's from. Man, I love that brewery. I didn't have a good time when I was there, but
Right.
I remember it. And
Remember
I was like, I want to go back. I didn't have a great time there, but I was it's okay.
Oklahoma had a kicker from Duncan. I don't remember his name.
Okay. That's a cool story then.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Wow.
Duncan, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
they make-
It's like an hour north of Wichita Falls.
Okay.
But yeah, I had it on the map. I was like, oh, let me go here, whatever. It's not far from the Metroplex. I haven't been to Wichita Falls since I played baseball in high school.
It's
the
like
only time I
less,
ever
it's
been.
less than an hour and a half to drive.
Yeah.
And depending on which way you go, because you got a couple different ways you can go to hit different
Yeah, it's
kind of
roads.
scenery and
Yeah.
things like
Not
that.
one way in, one way out. There's different
No,
ways
but
to
I'm
get
just-
places.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like,
Welcome to North Texas.
you know what? Don't-
Yeah. So how you been coping with not drinking? Are you ready for a beer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because it's just like, some days you just get done with just everything. And you're just like, I need a fucking beer.
Yeah.
And you grab that, you grab that Bush NA and it tastes good, but it just doesn't take the edge off. Right. Sometimes you need to get a couple beers in you and you're all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Whatever. Who cares?
So you just been like just waiting, just checking off days,
Just-
whatever.
Just marking off
Not like
days.
you haven't been like enjoying the sobriety or anything like that.
I mean, it's been all right.
Yeah.
Like it's like I said, you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like crap.
Uh-huh.
It's just like, oh, you sit there and you knock them back.
Seems like that'd be a pretty good trade-off.
Yeah. But we have a lot of great nights getting trashed,
Right.
or not trash like all the time, but but it's rough on Mondays.
Yeah.
Our Monday streams have gone, or Tuesdays. Yeah. Monday nights are fun. It's like, one more time, and so it just,
You don't get that. That's not the same. Like for this entire month, you haven't still had fun
had some fun.
doing the show. You're doing fun things.
I mean,
so it's not the
Lizzie
alcohol.
coming
You
in
still
with
got
those
the
biddies. Thank you so much,
camaraderie.
Lizzie.
camaraderie.
It's one of those things. Let's say you don't black out. I have time travel. Oh God.
Rapid Dave after third beer back. Try January.
I told Lizzie today, I walked by and I was like, yeah, I'm ready for dry January to be over because you're going to get effed up Rapid Dave or whatever I called it for February. Effed up February is coming hard.
So you already got your trips to Vegas planned out.
I do. Yeah, we're going for the Super Bowl. So we
That's
got
gonna
that.
be nice.
Yeah, we're going for a long time. I never go for more than 2 nights. I haven't been, it's been like that for like 12 years, right? I always do 2 nights. That's it. We're doing 3 nights this time.
Did you do that when you went up there for March Madness that last time?
I roped in.
When you told Bobby Hurley it wasn't that great.
You know what? You're not that great. And I went like that, and I go, I just went to the bathroom. I go, follow me in here. I'll punch your lights out.
Anybody can pass the ball.
Yeah, nice passes, asshole.
What is that? Another bounce pass?
No, not trashed all the time. Not them. Yeah. Just everyone's like, yeah. No, it was fine, right? But yeah, I'm going back to Vegas for the Super Bowl and I'm roping in Valentine's Day too. So I'm staying an extra day for Valentine's Day, just to knock that out. We're out of town. We'll get some nice dinner. We'll go check out some. I've already checked out some different stuff to do, so it's just not us gambling.
Go see Wayne Newton.
Man, if he was still there, I'd go see him. I'd go see Wayne Newton.
Why not?
I'd go see I'd love to go see the old time guys. I'd love to see it. Now everything's just Cirque du Soleil out there, right? And you have comedy shows as well and whatnot. Like David Copperfield's out there. He's still, and I consider him a classic as well.
Mind Freak still out there? Is he still there?
Like, no, I don't think so. I think it's a different show now. He's not there, but it's like the Mind Freak thing's there. But like David Copperfield's like $200.
Hey, babe, want to watch Deadpool at 2 a.m.?
Yeah, come in there. What's up? And, but those
it's a
nights,
love movie.
Those
Deadpool.
nights were, they're fun.
And
that was years ago too. That's old shit. But he's the devil.
He's a devil.
But no, I'm so glad that I don't feel like shit, when I wake up anymore. And then I haven't been like, all right, oh, fuck, what did I do last night or something like that. And I really am. It's been a nice. And so it actually has made me want to cut back, because before this happened, December, I was pretty mellow. I didn't get out of hand a whole lot, and I was pretty much chilling the whole time. And, I'd have a beer here or there, and I was just I'd have like one beer a night for a beer miss. And some nights I'd just skip it. I was like, I'm not drinking. But there was some like October and November were a little wild. And, Monday nights we'd just be sitting there just drinking, just talking, just drinking, talking. Yeah. So
we got to record like six beer reviews to cover the week.
Yeah.
Another one.
I'm typically pretty mellow naturally, so all beer does is just make me feel fatter and bloated, and I'm already fat to begin with, so it just bloats me, and it's not comfortable, and it doesn't taste great. So I'm like, whiskey, and even alcohol, I can do shots. I enjoy that, but I don't want to sip on a whiskey. It tastes like it's not good.
So you just want to do shots, huh?
I don't want to do any of it, but if I was out there, then that's what I would do.
You just like shots.
Would you like to roll the racetrack and grab yourself some Fireball?
Well, when was the last time you bought any type of alcohol?
That I've personally bought it.
You personally went I guess you got a stay-at-home wife, so you just say, hey,
she drinks a lot, so
oh, shit.
we've got bottles and bottles of booze. So,
damn.
Yeah.
She drinks
but no, we'll hang out with some friends and stuff and drink it. So I'll drink it, but I just don't go like overboard on anything.
Yeah.
Except for
and
cocaine.
then it's expensive. Like I would rather spend my money on, a steak rather than whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a preference. But
so yeah, when was the last time you were in a liquor store, or you bought liquor
in a liquor store,
or
me in a liquor store, a beer? I don't know. It wasn't that long ago, maybe a month or so.
Did you strike out or something? You had to bring some beer?
I don't strike out. I hit wheat grounders, sir.
Flub them back to the pitcher, sir.
No, I think it was for one of the several parties that we went to. Probably ended up having to pick up a beer, but
okay. Oh, hey, Lizzie redeemed to take a drink a little while ago.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
But yeah, not anything that I have to have or whatever. It's like I still have beer in the fridge from whenever I bought it before.
Oh, okay.
I just won't drink it.
Yeah, I remember you leaving beer like laying around. I had that beer that you brought over, that coffee beer from.
I brought that? I don't think that could have been me.
Yeah, you brought, it wasn't Shipyard. It was it was the one with the skeleton on there. And I left it in the fridge for like over a year. And it was so freaking good.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, I remember having it that night. And he was like, yeah, I saw it and it looked cool or whatever. You remember how he was telling the story or whatever? He's like, yeah, check it out.
I went into the store. Yeah. So many beers to choose from.
But so anyways, there's this news story that came out. It's about fire. It's some lady suing Fireball. Tell us about it.
You're the expert on this story.
What? So anyways, if you didn't know this, all right. So anyways, a lady suing Fireball whiskey because she bought a Fireball looking little mini, those little airplane bottle little minis.
But they got all over 7-Eleven now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And found out that doesn't have actually whiskey in it. It's not whiskey. It's whiskey flavored, cinnamon flavored whiskey or whatever the hell it is. It doesn't have
whiskey flavored
whiskey flavored cinnamon malt beverage. You know what I mean? It's malt liquor or whatever you want to call it. It's not liquor. Okay. So it's not a distilled spirit, which no shit. You can't buy alcohol, or you can't buy liquor, distilled spirits at a damn convenience store.
There's a reason
In
that thing
Texas.
you can get like a gallon of that for like $12 or something. Like,
But that's the thing. So but the packaging is identical. But it does say cinnamon, and the other one says cinnamon whiskey, right? So when you get a real one,
It's got a different.
Everything else is identical.
Yep.
Everything else is identical except for the where it says cinnamon.
I
it
think
says cinnamon whiskey.
Malibu.
Malibu does that shit too.
I think so.
Really?
yeah, I wouldn't have known the difference. So what is the difference? Like, why does she care?
Well, because one's whiskey and one's
Not whiskey.
So she didn't get as drunk as she wanted to.
Alcohol. Yeah. Well, there's just a difference, right? So one of them is alcohol and it's flavored cinnamon, like flavored whiskey, right? It's made to taste like whiskey, but it's not whiskey. But I guess she didn't realize that, and she's like, "Oh, it looks." I don't know. Whatever her hick ass did.
Great deal. Give me 12. Cartons.
It still gets you effed up because it's alcohol, but it's just not whiskey, right?
Right.
And so she's suing them. Did you pull up how much she's actually trying to get out of them, or is she just
No.
trying to make them stop or anything like that?
No,
I'm trying to get out what the problem is. Like, you don't like it, don't buy any more of it.
Well,
Because
because
she's saying it's false
she's
advertising.
already bought it.
misrepresentation,
Yeah.
false advertising.
She bought it. She can return it.
Can't return that.
It's not alcohol.
No,
It's not whiskey.
It's alcohol. It's just not whiskey. But yeah, and so it's
Just store credit.
misrepresentation from the company because it's identical packaging, right? Red top, the same color, the same logo on the front, except on the original one it says cinnamon whiskey, and the other one, and this one just says cinnamon in bold letters. So when you're not paying attention, you just think you're going in there grabbing some Fireball. I mean, you're still going to get drunk, right?
But you're doing it at 7-Eleven, which you can't buy any other whiskey. Or
you cannot
like-
buy no distilled spirits unless they have a license for it.
you just-
And let's be honest,
But-
they don't.
people
But
want to
here's the thing,
complain.
though. She's also buying it up in Illinois,
Mhm.
where you can go to 7-Eleven and buy liquor. You can go to your 7-Eleven.
As long as it's a liquor store.
No, not up north.
No. Well, I'm saying a place that sells liquor. A place that sells liquor.
Right, like 7-Eleven
Yeah.
sells liquor.
Like a Rite Aid in Kentucky has liquor.
Right. So
So they say
so
everything's
she's
liquor.
going to places where they sell that, but she's getting the wrong stuff.
I still don't understand. It tastes the same. What are you complaining about? You bought it probably cheaper than what the whiskey part would be, would it not be?
Yeah, but I guarantee you it doesn't taste the same, right? Like
All right, so lesson learned. You bought, Diet Dr. Pepper instead of regular Dr. Pepper. So we're saying it's something like that, but the cans look the same. The advertising was the same. It's just, there's no way for you to know that it was diet, and so now you're going to sue them over it.
well, I mean, look at how they're
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. I get
That's-
it, but I also don't. I don't know. I guess it just doesn't hit me. I don't care.
side by side. Yeah, but it's you go and you show up to get something, and they bottle it and they show it the exact same thing, but it's not. So I mean, I get it.
What's the cost difference on it? Like where? I still don't get it. I don't get it.
Let's see here. What's the cost here? I think I saw something where it said it costs. You contain distilled spirits. Blah 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 blah. I don't see it cost.
So yeah, what is her end game? She wants
Yeah.
them to stop selling it. She wants to
Probably repurpose.
change the packaging, or
Yeah.
she just wants to be compensated because
It's just not fair.
she just found something else to
She's been
complain
wamboozled.
about. Not
Yeah, and
wamboozled. It tastes like whiskey. You got like, I don't understand what the difference that she gets out of it. What's the sensation that you missed? You didn't get as drunk. It took
It
you-
would be less. Yeah, definitely less ABV. I mean, you can't.
Oh
have-
yeah.
You know what I mean.
It's not like that's
It'd be
printed
way
on the
less.
bottle.
She's probably getting like a 5%, like, seltzer buzz, and she's like, it's supposed to be 40 proof, or whatever.
It's like all of a sudden, it's like, man, my tolerance has gone up crazy.
I can drink the shit out of this stuff.
I've crushed 14 of these little bottles of Fireball.
Yeah, Fireball
Okay.
whiskey is 33% alcohol, and the cinnamon whiskey, the Fireball cinnamon whiskey, contains 16%. That's still pretty
Okay.
F and I.
That's still pretty high. So here's the danger. You buy all the cinnamon stuff. That's a 16%.
Mhm.
Like you said, you build up a tolerance. You think you're doing well. Then you finally get the real stuff, and you drink 5 of those. All of a sudden, now you're dead.
Yeah, the lawsuit states the plaintiff is seeking $5 million in compensation for the controversy.
Kiss my
Class
ass.
action
Yeah.
is the class action is representing anyone who purchased the drink in Illinois, North Dakota, Wyoming, Idaho, Alaska, Iowa, Mississippi, Arkansas, Kansas, Arizona, South Carolina, Utah.
So she's opened up a class action, which means she gets zero money, and just whoever
She just
decides-
wants right. What's right is right, man.
Like I think it was part of that TransUnion Equifax class action.
Yeah.
Right. Because we were there at work and they sent the email saying, hey, just
Yeah.
go through this. And so I went through because they
Did you
gave us
get
like
your
the
check?
free, for like $1.52.
Yeah. Well, they probably had to pay 10 million.
Right.
But it was like, 45 million people were impacted.
Right. I was like,
the
I
lawyer
got it.
that works on it gets his 30% cut or 33%.
oh yeah,
and then
no.
the rest of it's split up between the other 4 million people that
Right.
want it.
But yeah,
Yeah,
like
no,
I completely forgot about
I'm not
it.
in to make the lawyers rich. Y'all can suck off.
And like, because it was one of those things. Like when it happened at where we work, they gave us like a free year of
monitoring
and that. And you just put down that hey, all that. And so I got the check the other day, and I was like, get this, like, and I see it says class action. So it was like, oh, and open it up. I was like, it's a check, and I look at it. I was like, $1.52.
Sweet, thanks.
I can get
Can't get anything.
No, they just want to get as many people
You
on
can't even
that
go
as
buy like a
possible
20-ounce
because
Coke.
the more people you have, the more money you can, I guess, theoretically win.
Right.
For
They
the
can
case.
they can raise it up.
Yeah, and so
No, the
lawyer
money
group-
that they do is the same. It's just how it gets split up. Because like I know like Liz was part of some like class action lawsuit for some game that she used to play on her phone, and like she ended up getting, I want to say like $1,500 on that one because
there
not a
wasn't
lot
many
of
people
people.
there. What I'm saying is like, so if
filed
I
on
get
it.
2 million people on, I'm not, as opposed to 500,000 people, they're not going to say like ask for more money.
Mm.
Like, hey, we're gonna do $20 million instead of $2 million.
No, it's because the
It's
dollar
also
amount
fees.
is
would
there
think-
when you go and do it. They're doing a
Well,
class auction
but still, you
lawsuit
have
for
an
this
idea
much.
of probably how many you're going to get. And I would imagine the more people are involved, the more money you get.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Oh boy. Yeah. So, anyways, that's all for now. We're gonna be back here in a little bit.
We're not doing picks.
We can. Do you want to do picks next game?
We're doing another show.
Yeah, we'll do a late show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do
Oh, no.
picks late show. What are we doing?
What else we got? Hold on. What else we got? How many check marks you got over
I
there?
got a lot of check marks here.
You got any blanks?
I got a couple.
Okay. So then what we'll do
We
this.
got your travel thing.
We'll do. I don't know what that means. What the
You
hell's
had your
travel?
travel hypothetical that you gave me.
Jesus, another hypothetical?
This is from you.
No, I'm just telling you to write this shit down. I don't remember what it was. What was it? Something with ducks?
I don't know. No, it's not a hypothetical. It's a
Oh, the travel.
right.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do picks as soon as Boner gets out of the bathroom. We're gonna go through. There's only 2 games this week. Super easy, super fast. Let's talk about. Hey, let's do some over unders as well. You got?
I don't have any like what the over under is.
Well, no. Yeah, it's called the
Oh,
internet.
real quick while we're waiting to come back, did you hear about what happened with the Razzies?
What the hell's a Razzie?
The awards for like the worst movies and all that.
No, I don't watch that kind of shit. Don't even listen to those.
Well, they always announce their nominations the same time
Okay.
that the Oscars announce their nominations and things, right?
Really? Nice.
Do you
want to save this for later?
Well, I mean, we can if you want to.
Yeah, let's save it because we'll bring him in because he'll know about this kind of shit too.
I guarantee you he knows about the Razzies. Yeah.
And then I didn't know about it. I don't know it. So, anyways, I got the games pulled up. I got it on Bovada. So
So you got that.
We'll take care of those. So, all right, whenever Boner gets back, we're going to make these picks. But listen, this is the most accelerated part of the show because there's only 2 freaking games that we can pick from. The NFC Championship is San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. The AFC Championships, Cincinnati Bengals at Kansas City Chiefs. So, I don't know what he's doing. What is he doing? Anything?
I think he's pinching one off.
I mean, really? We're going to sit here and wait, though. We're waiting.
Okay.
Is there any more beer in there?
No,
that's it.
We drank it all.
Man, he's just over there hoarding all these beers.
It's got a full beer sitting over here. We're like, man.
But yeah, we'll make these picks and then we're gonna shut down for a little bit.
We'll come back and
come back a little solid here. Probably
maybe some My Cousin Vinny talk.
I swear to God, look, he's about to come out bursting out of that damn door.
What?
He did get up pretty damn fast. He did everything back there and shit. He goes, I gotta go to the bathroom. He clocked out and just shot all the way back over here.
I had more room back
Yeah.
I've just been holding in the whiz for a while.
I hear you, man.
Yeah.
Just get up and come and go as you please
Trying
around
to
here.
hydrate today.
Oh, there you go. That's a good thing.
Okay, so you got that going for you,
Yeah.
which is nice.
So we reached the part of the show where we make our NFL picks with a guest. Take it away, Alan.
So we got 2 games. Starting off, San Francisco 49ers are traveling to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. The 49ers are getting 2.5 points in this one.
Let's hope for more.
Rapid Dave, who are you taking?
Well, so we'll do 49ers getting 2.5 points and the over-under set at 46.5.
Okay.
Like these games I'm staying away from betting wise, but since we have to make picks here, we have to, right? And when you told me this spread, I go, you know what? I'm like, well, I think this is something that San Francisco 49ers can cover, but I would almost want to, you know me, I'm going to buy the points.
You
Don't
have that
I'd
option.
say San Francisco somehow hangs in. Purdy already got pretty much the roughest defense going on. The Eagles defense is really good as well, but I think he got tested. They're on the road now against Philly. I think the 49ers can keep it close. Let me get the Niners in the 2.5.
All right.
Yeah.
Boner?
Man, Eagles could blow them out though.
So this one's more of a, I don't know what you would call it. Like, I hate the Eagles right now. I just hate their coach. He's a punk. So I'm just going to root for the 49ers. So I'm going to take the 49ers.
Just wins.
Whatever. He doesn't have anything to do with it. So I'm going to take the Niners in their 2.5 and just hope that it happens.
I would go.
But they got a great defense. I'm still scared about, how many points they can put up. But I think their defense show that they can stop some.
They can put up points though too, right?
Well, they've definitely got
been
weapons.
putting up points.
Yeah.
They've been how healthy is Jalen Hurts, right? You could tell he wasn't 100% last week, but he was playing a not good Giants team, right?
Yeah.
That Giants team really wasn't good, right? So seeing him going up against a real good, legit defense is going to be different. I'm taking the 49ers in this one, not just to cover, but just to win.
Win.
The Eagles got a lot of weapons and things like that, but you got a quarterback who's not 100%, and you could see it in some of the stuff that he was doing last week, right? He wasn't pushing it, but also part of that is you're up big, right? So how much are you going to push it? But
I'd hammer the under on this too. Got two great defenses, under 46.5. Give me that under action as well.
Eagles defensive line's really, really strong. 49ers offensive line's really strong.
You're saying 46. So 27-20.
24-23.
That's.
I think defense coming to play. I think defense is coming to play.
I'm going to take the over on this one. Because I just don't think that's a lot of points.
Well, you would have to think that Jalen Hurts can score more than Dak. Not turn it over. They'll just go read option and actually score the.
Yeah, I
touchdowns.
definitely think they could score more. But yeah, and I think the 49ers will score more on the Eagles because I don't think the Eagles defense is quite as good as the Cowboys defense. The Cowboys defense is pretty good.
The Eagles can get after the quarterback.
Yep,
they can, but.
I think it's going to be a low scoring game. I don't want that though. I'd like to see a effing shootout or something fun to watch. You know what I mean?
Whatever you think it's going to be, it'll be the complete opposite.
The opposite. So. There we go. So yeah, it's the over. Hammer the over.
So you taking the over or the under here?
Oh, have I taken both of them?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be low scoring, so that means it must be high scoring. So give me the over.
Okay.
Damn it! Whatever I pick, it's the opposite. So it doesn't matter. What do we got for the late game?
And next we got the Bengals and the Chiefs. This is a straight pick 'em.
Woo!
It's a pick 'em.
Bengals. According to here, it says Bengals are a 1-point favorite.
Okay, well,
we'll go with a pick 'em.
We go with ESPN, which pulls theirs off of. I think they pulled theirs off of Caesar Sportsbook or something like that. In this one, I'm gonna let you go last over there because I know you got. But
Bengals by 10. Give me extra points. Give me.
I'll them by 1.
Yeah.
I don't know how healthy Pat Mahomes is. Right.
That's the reason it's so close.
He's come out and said, "No, I'm good. If we play today, I'm good to go." Which what else is he gonna say, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna check with my wife, make sure I can play.
Put in my brother, whatever his name is.
Yeah, whatever.
That guy back there dancing around.
Yeah, Mahomes, whatever the fucking name is.
Dancing shit.
Jackson probably. He looks like a Jackson.
Yeah, he probably is Jackson.
Jackson Mahomes.
It's been a while since the Chiefs have been back. It's tough to go to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm. It's just so tough.
It's tough, but the Bengals have looked good. They took care of the Bills, but the Bengals have also won. Was it 3 straight or 4 straight against the Chiefs?
Something weird.
I think it's 3 straight. It's hard to win. It's hard to win that many games.
Every time they play again,
right?
I'll be like, no, there's no way they can do it. There's no way I can do it.
I just,
you can't keep those streaks alive.
It's just that's what I'm going with. I'm going with the Chiefs. It's hard to go back to back to the Super Bowl. It's hard to beat the same team so many times in a row. it's going to be a really close game, and I think you're going to have a high scoring game.
The over-under is 47.5, 1 point higher.
wow.
Oh, I'm mashing the over. on
Cincinnati's going to score that by themselves.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, shit.
that.
Oh no, I think it's hard to beat them 4 times in a row or do it, but I think it makes it a lot easier when you got one quarterback on a bum leg who makes his entire career off of scramble plays and funky throws, and
No
he's
look
not going to be able to
passes and
move as
shit.
well. He's going to have a problem.
That's the only thing I don't like about this game. I
Now-
wish Mahomes was healthy.
What
I don't want him to
scares
be-
me
I don't want him to be
is he can dump it off to Jarrett McKinnon, who runs for 80-yard touchdowns and
And
like weird stuff.
Pacheco's looked good here lately, and
So he's got
Kelsey's a
people that make plays.
man amongst boys.
I'm taking the Bengals.
But I'm taking the Bengals too,
All right.
and the over.
Hostels in there. Right. This was the shootout that I'm like,
So
yeah,
it's probably
this
going
is
to be under then.
It'll probably.
We'll have a good-
You know what was that one game? I was like, it's over. A shootout and Bengals, and hell, the game got stopped 5 minutes in. Yeah, no,
I just need to know if you're taking the over or the under.
I didn't pick the Bengals last week, did I? I took them in the points.
No, you
right?
took the Bengals
Them in the
last week.
points,
Yeah.
But not to win. This is actually pick them to win. I think here's a couple things like you definitely want to pay attention to. Obviously, no brainer shit. You're gonna want to see if Mahomes is gonna play or if he's even healthy, right? Because and that's something I want to see him healthy. I'd love to see these two teams go at it and with the backups in. Yeah, they're not winning, right? There's no way they could. Maybe, right?
No,
but.
And you look good when you came in for that little bit last week. Let him straight right down the field for a touchdown.
I did
75-yard drive for a touchdown.
Would he
know
hand
they
it off to
playing?
somebody? I wouldn't even watch it.
The Jags.
Yes, yeah, you know what I mean. But I want to say the Chiefs, but I don't think I can. I
know you. That's why I said I already wrote down the Bengals. I know that's who you're picking. Just tell me if you're taking the over or the under.
I want the over, and I'm picking the Bengals.
I know you are.
The Chiefs are going to win. They'll win. They'll win.
Chiefs in the under. It is.
Chiefs in the under, baby. Mark it down.
I don't know. There's just so many things. There's so many streaks going on, and they have to end at at a certain point in time, right?
It's terrible, but yeah, maybe they get out there and just go after it, and they get after it, and they just beat the shit right out of. I mean, they just seriously they took care of the Bills. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Bills didn't show up." Like, they tried
in the snow.
They went up there and just beat the hell out of them.
They did.
They got after Josh Allen, got him rattled early, got everybody rattled. Hell, even Eli Apple was looking good out there. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah,
and money was every time they trotted money out there, right down the middle. So I hope it's the same story. But to be honest with you, it's tough to go back to Super Bowl back to back. And it's just I figure it's impossible. I go, we're gonna get to playoffs, we'll lose the first round, no big deal. They go, who cares? No big deal. And here we are in a AFC Championship game. So I like I said, I was gonna drive up there. I was like, fuck, I might just drive.
you still might.
Yeah. I really was hoping it was the earlier game because it'd have been cooler because once the game's over, just come home.
Right.
But with that,
So,
I'm like, fuck it.
as long as the Bengals are wearing their normal orange and black helmets, they're winning. If they try and do this white and black,
They go
stuff,
white out?
they're out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think they are. Like even Brad's like, are y'all gonna white out this weekend? Like, shut your mouth.
Dumbest looking uniforms.
I love it. I love that helmet. I don't like the whole like the white jersey, white pants, and the white helmet. But I like the white helmet. The white helmet stuff.
It's not even a Bengal anymore. It's a zebra.
Yeah.
Well, there's white Bengal tigers.
All right, so I'm gonna hit the button. We're getting out of here. So we're gonna be back here in a little bit. We're gonna take a quick break, get some different beers, clean off this table, and then Alan's got a couple things he wants to talk about. I think we're gonna. What the hell did he say? Something about traveling and yada yada yada. I don't know. But thanks so much, everybody, hanging out with us today. A lot of fun. We'll be back.
Wait.
Check us out. What?
Wait, there's no more?
Wait, there's no more? Oh my God. See, Alan needs to get back to getting these damn these audio things pulled. So, but yeah, I appreciate everybody who stopped in today. That's really gonna do it for us. Say bye. Bye, Ryan.
As always, that's Alan. That's Rapid Dave. Deuces.
Adios. Thanks so much.